Check, check, 1, 2.
Are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Weights have been lifted. Sprints have been run. Preparation for today's game is history. It's time to get it done. You're listening on MichiganSportsRadio.com.
Three schools win football titles for the first time, and 2 running backs set records while leading their teams to championships. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. More than 41,000 fans attended over the 2 days, and thousands more watched or listened live on TV and the radio, and they were treated to some spectacular performances.
Isaac Vanderswag returns to the game. He's the left halfback. Jonah Leslie to the right. Hendricks in the middle. Snap. Quarterback keeper looking to throw. Throwing. It is Hendricks. Touchdown. That's number 6. Rewrite the record book.
Joe Jason of the MHSAA Championship Radio Network on the call as Keaton Hendricks scored 6 times to lead Zeeland West to a 42-22 win over Detroit Martin Luther King in Division III. The 6 touchdowns and 36 points scored are both new championship game records. Hendricks took over the top spot from Jackson Lumen Christi's Cadale Williams. He scored 5 times in a 56-18 Division VI win over Lansing Catholic. The 5 touchdowns tied the record until Hendricks broke it a day later. Williams did run for 314 yards, which is the new MHSAA Finals record. It's also Lumen Christi's 14th football title, which is now the most in state history. Read more about both record-breaking performances at MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Charlotte's Evan Kolaski. He had 31 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds in a 77-70 season-opening win over Ovid Elsie. Escanaba's Cale Carter. He scored a goal in a 3-1 win over Traverse City West and had the overtime winner in a 3-2 win over Traverse City Central. And a Hart senior, Addie Hovey. She had 19 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 steals in a 44-32 win over Grant.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skills certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
In basketball, what's the difference between goaltending and basket interference? Goaltending is when a defensive player touches the ball when it's on its way down toward the basket, or after the ball has hit the backboard and is in a downward trajectory towards the hoop. Basket interference is when a defender touches the rim or net while the ball is within or on the cylinder. However, if the defender touches only the net and does not affect the shot in any way, then basket interference is not called. In both instances, goaltending and basket interference, the outcome is treated like a made basket. 2 points to the offense unless the shot came from behind the three-point arc, and then it's worth 3 points.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. Your other 11-player MHSAA football champions. In Division I, Cass Tech knocked off Hudsonville 42-20 behind a stellar performance from freshman quarterback Donald Tabron II. Orchard Lake St. Mary's won it all in Division II, beating Byron Center 35-19. Goodrich defeated Niles 35-6 in Division IV, giving the Martians and head coach Tom Allward their first football state championship. Pontiac Notre Dame Prep is also a first-time state champion in football, as the Irish beat Frankenmuth 42-7 in Division V. In Division VII, yet another first-time winner. Millington knocked off Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central 24-0. Millington senior Dallas Walsh said his team went from the cornfield to Ford Field and ended the year unbeaten. And in Division VIII, Beale City ran for 315 yards in a 43-14 win over Riverview Gabriel Richard. And if you missed anything from the weekend at Ford Field, check out MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
We are Centennial Securities,
an independent firm with a team of committed professionals
who strive to exceed our clients' expectations by giving outstanding service.
We're proud to be part of our community where we live and work.
Gear up this season with the MGN Shop, featuring everything from t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and outerwear, to water bottles, stickers, and other accessories that help show off your style and your support of Game Night, the Granville Bulldogs, and more. To shop, click on the Shop Merch tab at the top of MichiganGameNight.com and browse nearly 50 items. And be sure to check in frequently as new items are added throughout the season. That's the MGN Shop through MichiganGameNight.com.
Upgrade to Music Jams Premium to get uninterrupted listening on all your favorite tunes. Click here to start your 7-day free trial.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. Which is why with Farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. I got this.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Game Night is presented in part by Farmers Insurance, Bennett Center Agency, for all auto, home, specialty, life, and commercial insurance. See what a center can do for you. Back Ragnaris 4. Cam Ragnaris with 2. Turns to win. Yes! Cam Ragnaris! Granville wins! DeBoer regathers, takes it to the front of the net, and skies one behind Louiselle and scores. 2-1 Granville. Both get the right corner to Watson. Touch and shoot 3. Splash! Muskegon has taken the lead, 47-46. Justin Watson, another triple. He has 9. 138 in the third, and a big red lead. Here's Guy at half court. Heaves for the win. Off the side of the backboard. No good. Cinderella. It's not midnight yet. For the first time in school history, the Zeeland West Ducks are going to the Breslin Center. Would you believe it, Taylor? It's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. And hello, everyone, and welcome on in to Unity Christian High School, and welcome to a special presentation of the Sailor Zone, along with Game Night here on Michigan Sports Radio. My name is Nate Jar. I'll be joined a little bit later on this evening by Chandler Timmer. We've got a doubleheader of action between a couple of rivals that always are at the very top of the heap in West Michigan, really typically on both the girls and the boys' side, and it's going to be a great one here tonight as South Christian visits Unity Christian. We have radio, audio coverage this evening. If you're new to a Game Night Radio Plus coverage here, as we are simulcast down to the Sailor Zone, radio-style coverage, but a couple of different features, along with lineups and players on screen. Of course, the booth cam to go along with some live stats on screen as well to go along with the radio call that's going on. So a little bit all to hope keep you more in tune with what's going to be a huge night of basketball that tips off a huge weekend here on MichiganSportsRadio.com. All the games, first off, that are going on across the area tonight, but then tomorrow is an incredible day. Video coverage all day long of 8 games from two different locations and 2 of the best showcases in all of Michigan tomorrow. First off, at Hudsonville, myself, Chandler, will be back on the call for all 4 games from the Hudsonville showcase in a great East versus West side battle. Granville, Hudsonville, Muskegon from the West side, all will be in action in that one, and some big-time teams from around the state. And then 8 teams that probably represent 8 of the top 10 maybe teams in all of West Michigan, including both of the 2 boys teams that you're going to see here tonight at Unity Christian, back in action tomorrow afternoon from the Invite at Calvin. We'll have all of our respective broadcast teams there throughout the day, providing some video coverage from Calvin University and Van Ort Arena of just a group of incredible matchups that you're going to certainly be able to find in that contest. So all of that to look forward to for this weekend. But before that, a lot to look forward to here tonight is, like I mentioned, a doubleheader of action that starts on the girls' side. South Christian comes in for Coach Brown 3-0 on the season. They have been very, very good. District champions a year ago, and they've been able to knock off some really solid teams in their first couple games of the year, including a win on Tuesday night last time out, 52-42. They took down East Kentwood in that contest, so certainly a big one in that regard for South Christian as this team is getting rolling early, and certainly looks like a team that could be in the mix to have the same sort of finish, and then maybe even better with the young team that they had a year ago, winning that district championship. Unity Christian 15-10 last year for Coach Postma. A 2-1 team. They lost last time out to Forest Hills Northern to drop their first game of the season, 58-47. So they're on their home floor tonight. They will, of course, be looking for a little bit of revenge on top of that. We've got a lot to get to here on the Sailor Zone and Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio. Do not go anywhere. We're going to be right back here. We'll have a couple more things to get to. After that, step aside for that anthem in about 15 minutes time. Come back for the starting lineups that are presented by Sobey Company, and then get right in to a big night of action. Doubleheader here, South Christian, Unity Christian. The rivals that always put on a good show on the girls and the boys side. Girls tip us off at 6, boys to follow. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back here from Unity Christian in Hudsonville.
We are Centennial Securities,
an independent firm with a team of committed professionals
who strive to exceed our clients' expectations by giving outstanding service.
We're proud to be part of our community where we live and work.
Premium to get uninterrupted listening on all your favorite tunes. Click here to start your 7-day free trial.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. Which is why with Farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. I got this.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Game Night is presented in part by Farmers Insurance, Bennett Center Agency, for all auto, home, specialty, life, and commercial insurance. See what a center can do for you. Gear up this season with the MGN Shop, featuring everything from t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and outerwear, to water bottles, stickers, and other accessories that help show off your style and your support of Game Night, the Granville Bulldogs, and more. To shop, click on the Shop Merch tab at the top of MichiganGameNight.com and browse nearly 50 items. And be sure to check in frequently as new items are added throughout the season. That's the MGN Shop through MichiganGameNight.com.
Newville to throw. Pressure coming. Finds Easton Sadinsky, and he's got room to roam. Able to break the tackle of Barron. Bounces off Jaden Terry. Sadinsky reverses field. There he goes. The senior. Only green grass in front. Touchdown, Granville. What a play. Easton Sadinsky to the house. March on MGN. This is the Breslin Center. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timber, Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio. Reach the end of the road. State semifinals. Harris with 11. Matches up against Barons with 10. Regnaris jabbing with 8. Regnaris off the drive with 5. Kicking out. Nev. Back Regnaris 4. Cam Regnaris with 2. Turns to win. Yes! Cam Regnaris! Granville wins! And welcome back inside Ford Field. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer. This is Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio. It's Game 2 of our doubleheader. What an unbelievable contest it was in the first one. South Christian came that close of the ultimate comeback down. Hey everyone, welcome to Game Night, and the postseason is here. The drive to Detroit is here on Game Night. And
first off, again, thanks for having me, and thanks for all you guys do. I think it's a tremendous win for all our kids, the program, the community. Anytime you go and beat Rockford, especially at their place, it's a big game.
This is Keaton Hendricks breaking it right on cue. Touchdown, Zeeland West. Keaton Hendricks goes 46 to the house. Corby Hill faked him, quarterback keeper with room. Cut move 15-yard line. Pittman jumps over defender, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Mona Shores. What a run by Pittman. And the Sailors are right back in it.
It's been Pittman with his legs here in this third quarter that's really started to open up some of the Sailors' offense.
Left wing for Williams. Up top to Meltzer. Right wing Rob Smith. Pierce throws it to the corner. Spratt, quick trigger three, splash. What a hand in his face. 8-0. And a timeout from the Zeeland West bench as the Ducks have got to settle some things down. We'll take one right alongside Coach Klein.
Securities was founded based on the belief that the interests of our clients must always come first.
We listen and understand your objectives before making a recommendation.
We customize the portfolio of investments to fit your goals.
It is our commitment to provide a strong line of communication.
Our services include family wealth management, saving for retirement, and estate planning and trust services.
Getting started is as easy as picking up the phone. After all, when everything is said and done, isn't it about time?
It's the final game, folks. This one wins the series.
Struck out with the cheap seats? Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Here, take mine.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Game Night is presented in part by Farmers Insurance, Bennett Center Agency, for all auto, home, specialty, life, and commercial insurance. See what a center can do for you. Welcome back, everyone. Unity Christian High School. Nate Trier back with you here. Radio Plus coverage on Game Night, along with the Sailor Zone on Michigan Sports Radio. Getting a little bit closer to tip-off of our really terrific doubleheader here tonight. South Christian at Unity Christian. Let's dig into this girls' contest a little bit right here as we get started. Of course, thanks to the Bennett Center Farmers Insurance Agency, along with Centennial Securities, and then all of the presenting sponsors that we certainly will get to a lot throughout the evening from the Sailor Zone that helps keep all of our respective entities, along with everyone at Michigan Sports Radio, on the air for this contest. Let's start with South Christian, 3-0 team on the season for second-year head coach Erica Brown, and really has been an impressive start to this season. That win over East Kentwood last time out on Tuesday in particular really stands out as a marquee win. An EK team, a D1 team that certainly looks like one that could threaten for a deep run of their own in terms of the playoffs and even the always difficult OK Red title for the South Christian team early in this season. I think first you can look to Sophia Prinz, the junior guard, has been leading the way a lot for this team. Couple games back against Holland Christian, the on-ball leader, Prinz had 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals. So a balanced, do all things junior point guard in Prinz that certainly leads the way for South Christian. She's joined in the front court then, in terms of key roles, by Lily Nitz, an inside and outside scorer, really can do it all, plays the wing, plays the 4 a little bit at 5'10", great size. Going back to the season opener against Grand Rapids Christian, Nitz put up 11 points, 3 rebounds, and a couple steals and a couple of assists. So a good size, of course, plays a big role there, of course, on the defensive side of the floor in particular with that size. And we're going to talk a little bit about what Unity Christian can bring to the table, trying to counter some of that, some good matchups in that regard. It's the depth, though, for South Christian that's been really impressive so far. You got the junior wing, Lizzie Wolteis, a starter who had 16 points of her own against Holland Christian, and then the freshman, Natalie Wolteis, another freshman, pair of them, and Abby Prinz coming off the bench as a guard. And then throughout the rest of this lineup, there's a mix of experience, like Cami Boonstra, like the senior center, Bree Knott, that come into play for Coach Brown, and then also some good, really youth and young depth that has a lot of talent that's being developed early on in this season for South Christian. Looking to Coach Postman's team, looking to Unity Christian. They were 15-10 a year ago. South Christian was 15-11, so very, very close matching seasons in that regard. South Christian wound up coming away with the district championship when it was all said and done, hence the one extra game that they ultimately played on the season. You look at UC, and I think things are going to start a lot of ways on the wing, or at least at the two-guard spot with Makara Obande. Their senior combo guard / wing, and she does it all on both ends of the floor. If this team wants to get up and down, if they want to really get aggressive defensively, I think you're going to see Obande play a big role. Here's a look, by the way, on your screen, a bit of the on-the-floor look, at least based on the starting lineups from the last time these two teams took to the floor on Tuesday night. Sophomore Ewan Christner, a huge part of this Unity Christian team. Great size as a sophomore guard, a young player with a ton of talent, will lead the team on and off the ball, can score at multiple levels as well. Christner going to have to really turbocharge things offensively, and there's some youth with her. The forward, Brooklyn Holtrup, is a good shooter, as well as having size at the 4 and the 5 spot, can kind of move around to the wing a little bit as well. So again, underclassmen, sophomores, but then it's that experience. Obande we talked about already for Unity Christian. Abby Lambert, senior guard, and then the senior forward, Kate Vanderhill, 5'10", talking about someone that has the size and ability to match a Lily Nitz or a Bree Knott inside for South Christian. Vanderhill going to have to be right in the middle of that, especially defensively, using
that size. Emily Van Dyken, the junior, comes off the bench a bit as well in that post role. But those two are going to have their hands full with the size that South Christian has, along with the shooting skill outside on the whole. Systems-wise, what are we going to be likely seeing out of these two teams here tonight as we get a little bit closer on, about 3.5 minutes away from the anthem? We'll be stepping aside in just a second. First off, for South Christian, likely be looking at really a disruptive half-court man defense for the most part, at least when you look at their last time out playing a really skilled team against East Kentwood, trying to slow things down in that regard. They can run at a lot of different paces, though, offensively for South Christian. They're going to score in transition off of steals. If they need to run a methodical, more half-court motion offense to get some size open down low or get the open three ball from their dangerous guard, South Christian certainly can do that. And it's really similar for Unity Christian. They'll run some half-court man-to-man or maybe even a 1-2-2 type matchup zone, kind of similar to what their boys team runs with Coach Sodsma on that side of the floor. They can extend the defense if they need to. A 4-out motion offense will be mostly utilized for Unity Christian. They did play against a bit of a 1-3-1 zone last time out against Forest Hills Northern, so tough to get a complete read on what that system may be for Unity Christian on the whole, just based on that last contest and looking at what they did. But at the end of the day, two teams that aren't quite as fast. Some girls' teams in this area, of course, run constant full-court traps, full-court presses. Rockford, of course, does that quite often. Byron Center, as well as in terms of a couple teams that went really deep a year ago in their respective playoff runs. But these are two teams that are willing to go a little bit slower if needed, a little bit more half-court on both sides, but both very disruptive defensively. That's something critical to watch, is their ability to get in the way of things defensively and make some things happen. Certainly off of that is going to be a key all night long, and you kind of go off of that. What are the pace we're looking at? Will it be the slow offense all around? Will one of these teams be able to attack off the run a little bit better? And they're protecting the basketball, not turning it over against some pretty high-pressure defenses in a game that may not have as many back-and-forth possessions as other games that these two teams have played in. Certainly will be critical. And then kind of getting those X factors. And Bree Knott, the senior, has got great size down low for South Christian. I think she's going to be a real advantage when you match her along with Lily Nitz and their size. There's going to be an advantage down on the blocks for South Christian. And one of those two options may be open with the way that this methodical offense can find their size down low. That could be a huge thing. How does Unity Christian defend that? How does South Christian try to come up with an advantage in that regard? And there's a lot more that we certainly will be looking to get to as well. National Anthem on deck. Going to step aside. Be right back here from Unity Christian as we get it going. South Christian, Unity Christian. When we come back, we'll get you your starting lineups presented by Sobey Company and get into the ball game here from Unity.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
Order groceries, schedule appointments, and rides online. So why not house cleaning? Sweep is West Michigan's go-to residential cleaning service. Order cleanings in minutes by selecting the rooms and services you need on the Sweep app. Pricing is transparent, scheduling is flexible, and we're fully bonded and insured. Visit sweepllc.com to download the Sweep app or book online. First-time users use promo code FIRSTORDER to get 10% off. sweepllc.com. A cleaning in a sweep.
167 horsepower, candy red, 8 cylinders of freedom. And to think, he only let me drive it once. I've never considered myself to be a lucky man. That would be Dad. He didn't know a thing about cars, couldn't tell a hatchback from a quarterback. But somehow his just kept going, and going, and going, and going. Turns out Dad wasn't lucky. He just knew where to look.
Golf 616 is Grand Rapids' newest and most elite indoor golf facility. A place where you can refine your swing, compete in a league, or simply enjoy a round of golf with friends. Golf 616, the perfect place to sharpen your game when you can't get out on the links. Located on West River Drive and 131 in Comstock Park. Find them on Facebook or online at golf616michigan.com.
Rapids Sports Hall of Fame celebrates the city's rich sports history by honoring prominent West Michigan athletes and those who have contributed greatly to sports on a local, state, or national level. A class is elected each year and then honored at an induction ceremony in the fall. They also prevent annual events in support of West Michigan athletics, and they raise funds to support local youth organizations and charities. Follow them on Facebook or check out the pictures and biographies of all 181 inductees at grshof.com.
National anthem. By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thanks to Unity Christian student Benjamin Hoekstra for that rendition of the national anthem. Now let's send it back down to the public address for tonight's starting lineups for Unity Christian South Christian girls, presented by Sobey Company.
And now let's meet the starters, first of all, for our guests from South Christian. These are the Sailors. Starting in the guard, wearing number 3, Lizzie Waltine. Starting in the guard, wearing number 10, Cameron Hoekstra. Starting in the guard, wearing number 12, Sophia Prince. And then the fourth guard, number 21, Lily Nitz. And then the forward for the Sailors, number 11, Brianna Cox. South Christian is coached by Miss Erica Brown, assisted by Mr. Matt Cruzy, Cindy Pitts, and Kelly Copeland. Now here are the starters for your Unity Christian Crusaders. Starting in the guard, number 5, Brooklyn Hultra. Starting at another guard, number 12, Abby Lambert. And at the third guard position, number 14, Bekara Olandi. And one of the forwards, number 21, Eva Kuster. And at the other forward, number 30, Nate Vanderhill.
Those, once again, are your starting lineups presented by Sobey Company. Time to get things going from Unity Christian. The Satyrs in their home white uniforms, numbers in blue, trimmed in navy blue. It's the traveling navy blues for South Christian with numbers in white and trimming in white. The first quarter of South Christian basketball in the Sailor Zone in Michigan Sports Radio is presented by Choice One. Unity Christian will be moving right to left across your radio dial. They will send Vanderhill in for the jump against Bree Knott. 8 minutes up on the board, and a great doubleheader on the way here tonight. Ball is up, away we go. Knott wins it back in the first possession. Left to right will come on to Woltice, the junior guard for South Christian. Hands off left wing on to Lily Nitz. The wing will drop it right wing for a curling Sophia Prince. Into the paint, poked out of there by Holtrup, regathered by Prince. Throws it right wing to Nitz, who will reset the offense and back it out to the volleyball line. 20 seconds gone. On the drive, Nitz has it poked away by Christner, stolen away, outletted over the timeline, right to left to Obande. Obande will back it out, top of the key, gets picked up defensively there by Nitz. Drives,
Hands it off for a curling Vanderhill. Turns her back. Left-hand flip shot. Rattles out no. Rebound ripped down by Prinz. And South Christian is running. Thrown right wing onto Nitz. Toes the line. Steps back now into a triple. Splash! Nice shot to open up the ball game. And South Christian takes their first lead of the game as Nitz is able to knock that one down from deep for the Sailors. Obande drives on an angle to the left block. Turns her back there. Picked up defensively by Nitz. Underhand handoff, left corner, triple try. Christner misses it all, but the rebound tracked in right corner by Lamberts. Throws right wing to Holtrip. The sophomore with a high dribble, bounds in the lane, feeds it left corner with space. Christner tries a three off the right side of the rim. No, rebound tracked down all the way on the right wing by the sophomore Holtrip. Puts out her right arm to try to bar her way down to the free throw line. Got it right wing to Obande. Obande able to hit a nicely cutting Vanderhill. Two-hand feed is off the mark. Rebound down back the other way now. Running on with Prinz. Throws left corner to Woltheis. Drives the baseline. Stops left block. Flips up top. Triple try from the lefty. Boonstra falls off the connector. No good. Board to Vanderhill. Reaching around the pressure. Able to find Christner. And Unity Christian with Obande will restart the offense. 6:17 and less to go. First quarter. Obande off the drive. Right hand flip shot off the right side of the rim. No, but a foul is called. Will send Unity Christian to the line for the first time in this ball game. They will get Nitz for her first of the contest. At River Ridge Dentistry, Dr. Jeff Helmus and Alexander Maring take the time to build relationships with patients and their families, as the first one is good for Obande. From professional teeth whitening to restorative dental implants, the River Ridge team works tirelessly every day to earn your trust with unparalleled customer service that always puts the patient first. Contact them at riverridgedentistry.net. Both at the line, good for Obande. She has two, and Unity Christian has their first two of the ball game. Triple try from Prinz up top is off the mark, out of bounds, and the Satyrs take it back with just about the first 2 minutes of this contest gone. 5'8" senior Makar Obande up the middle of the floor, hesitates with a quick sidestep move over the free throw line. Left-hand shot blocked, rebound gathered by Vanderhill. Throws left wing Obande, tries a three, off the connector, no. Fight for the rebound along the end line, taken into the corner and ripped out of there by Prinz. South Christian has the basketball. Sophia Prinz to the volleyball line, throws with two hands, left wing to Woltheis. Woltheis drops down, left block onto Boonstra. Boonstra turns the back on Holtrip, nearly poked out of there. Now it is poked out of there. Christian able to get a piece of it, flip it on to Holtrip, and now Holtrip will take it right to left over the timeline. 5.5 to go first quarter, 3-2. South over Unity Christian early. Right wing Obande. Directing traffic, holding the ball with two hands, resting along the right-hand side. Jump pass, tipped back in her face by Knott. Obande will be able to pick it up. Jab step, angle drive, down to the block, keeps the dribble, low pass, is tipped off a couple of feet on the floor. It's forced along by Lombers all the way out to the half-court line. That is where Christner takes it, goes over and back. Coach Postma and UC wanted that one to have been deemed to have been tipped. It was not tipped on its way back. Over and back the call. And with a couple of substitutions on either side, it will be South Christian taking the basketball. Meredith Helmus, the sophomore, one of those getting subbed in for the first time in this game, will throw it in. Abby Prinz, the freshman, also out there now. It is Sophia, the junior Prinz, that has the basketball. Sophia, top of the key, gets a horn set up, angles right around it, throws it back left wing onto a driving Woltheis. Gets down to the left block, underhand flip shot, blocked into the student section, but a foul will get called on Holtrip, the first of the ball game on Holtrip, and the first of the ball game on Unity Christian. 4:50 to go, first quarter, 3-2. Early advantage for South Christian. They'll look to build on that right here at the line. And Woltheis is able to knock down the first one at the stripe. Lizzie Woltheis Jr. had 16.7 rebounds against Holland Christian a couple of games ago. Very dangerous scorer from the wing. Second free throw up in rhythm, able to get the friendly rattle, and the Sailors take a 5-2 advantage as she's able to knock both of those down at the stripe. Bondi in the right wing for Unity Christian. 4:42 to go first quarter. Bounces around a Vanderhill screen. Drives to the right block. Flip shot off the back rim. No. Rebound taken out of there by Helmus. And South Christian's running over the timeline. Helmus keeps the dribble right wing. Bondi from behind rips the basketball away. Comes away with a clean steal. Angle drive through two defenders over the timeline. Now Bondi will slow it down and start up the offense with 4:20 to go in the first. 5-2 South Christian. Top of the key on to Holtrip. Holtrup, angle drive down the left side of the line, turns her back at the block. Push shot through a couple of defenders, off the glass and good. Nice one from Holtrup, able to fit it through a couple of defenders, off the glass and score. 5-2 South Christian. Back with the basketball here with Sophia Prinz, top of the key. Has not, posting up at the right block, looking for, lobs it up there. Tipped from behind by Vanderhill, stolen by Obande. Right to left, trailing by a point. Unity Christian back with the basketball with 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Obande stops, right block, turns, two-hand push shot, off the glass and good. And Unity Christian has their first lead of the ball game. Obande with 4 of their 6 with 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Good work right there against the Trees defensively. Sophia Prinz around a screen, angles towards the basket, gets stopped up, grabbed up by Holtrup. Held ball is called. Alternating possession will go to Unity Christian. Natalie Woltheis will check in for South Christian. Couple of subs for the Crusaders as well. Kirsten Whitty will come in for the first time in the ballgame. She'll inbound it to Peyton Berenson, who's out there for the first time as well. 3:30 to go first quarter. 6-5 Unity Christian. Full court pressure on from South Christian. Pass up the floor, tipped and stolen straight away by Prinz. Prinz then throws it left wing onto a triple try in a rhythm from Woltheis, but a foul will get whistled on UC on Whitty first. That is her first and the second on Unity Christian with 3:17 in the first quarter. Left corner pass is forced in by Abby Prinz and knocked out of bounds by a reaching Christner. It'll now go left corner on the inbound once again. Abby Prinz to throw in. She got it left wing onto Sophia. Here's Prinz, top of the key, defended by Obande. 3:12 to go, first quarter, 6-5 Unity Christian. Left wing, crossover dribble, Woltheis. Lizzie Woltheis drives, dropped it for a cutting Abby Prinz. Able to get it up top, triple try from the lefty Sophia Prinz is off the connector, no good. Board ripped out of there by Christner. Underhand flip on to Berenson. Unity Christian, right to left, will start up the offense with 2:50 and less to go in the first quarter. And the left wing is Whitty. The junior drives on Prinz, cut off left elbow. Works the pivot foot, reach pass, down left block, Vanderhill. Put a fake move on, spins, works the pivot, left-hand flip off the connector, no good. And angling up the left side of the floor, Lizzie Woltheis rips it away, will run the floor. Nice pass on the break, ahead to Helmus. Right-hand shot is good, and South Christian takes the lead back as Meredith Helmus gets on the board for the first time. And it'll once again be a three-quarter court trap employed out of the basket by South Christian. UC able to break it over the timeline to Obande, top of the key. Hesitation, dribble to the free throw line, drive, spin move, leaning right-hand runner off the connector, no. Rebound down to a running South Christian. They will attack in transition, push pass over the timeline. Lizzie Woltheis drives to the basket and scores with the left hand at the bucket, off the window. 2 minutes to go, 9-6. South Christian back on top. They're using some tempo. Breaking the trap, Unity Christian will look to do the same. Over the timeline, a running Obande lost the ball in the paint. Stolen away by Sophia Prinz. She'll run it back the other way, left wing. Poking in was Berenson defensively. Prinz able to hesitate by her drive to the basket. Left-hand layup off the window and good. 11-6 Sailors, and they bring the full court man-to-man pressure again with 1:34 and less to go in the first. Over the timeline, two-hand feed from Whitty is knocked out of bounds over the head of a reaching Berenson. It'll stay with Unity Christian right side. Whole host of substitutions coming in for Coach Postma right here. Since 2009, Burgess Surveying has been helping Michigan grow by providing accurate land surveys. Regardless of your project size, you can be confident that they'll complete your land survey with precision, attention to detail, responsiveness, and communication that are foundational to their process because they are the qualities that their clients appreciate most. That's Burgess Surveying. 90 seconds to go, first quarter, 11-6. South Christian girls with the advantage early. You see the basketball left wing on the drive as Holtrup turns her back at the free throw line. Drives into the paint, left-hand shot, swatted out of bounds by Abby Prinz. It will stay with Unity Christian baseline right inbound here for Peyton Berenson. Berenson pounds the rock, throws it in right wing on the Holtrup. She'll turn to the left-hand dribble, forces up a two-hand shot, ripped out of there and stolen by Helmus. She's off and running for the Sailors. Nice pass, down left block, driving to the basket. Boonstra, left-hand shot, hits the bottom of the rim, but a foul is called. And that foul on Berenson will send Boonstra to the line. First on Berenson, and the third on the Crusaders. Right now, Unity Christian have some difficulties defending this full court attack from South Christian. They're off and running. Free throw off the left side of the rim will not go for Boonstra. She still looks for her first points of the ball game as Abby Prinz will check out, and Bree Knott will come on the floor here for the Sailors. But tempo right now, talked about in the pregame show, will South Christian, I should say, being able to run off steals and run off stops be a key part offensively for them? It has been down the stretch. Left-hand free throw, Boonstra off the mark, but looks like Lily Nitz kind of lost her balance and went off her mark there, and a lane violation is called first, so UC will take the basketball off. A couple of substitutions here. Emily Van Dyken, the big junior center, is checked onto the floor here for Coach Postma. From her own baseline against full court pressure, Holtrup will throw it in here, lobbing it all the way to the half-court line where Nitz jumps, palms it with her right hand, able to settle it down, and South Christian comes up with a steal, 1:05 in the first. Helmus drives to the corner, drops it there on an underhand handoff for Natalie Wolteis. She'll drive, right-hand runner, swatted at the basket by Van Dyken. Rebound gathered in by Knott. South Christian keeps it with 49 in the first. Crossover dribble. Lily Nitz drives, two-hand shot off the left side of the glass, no good. Rebound Obandi with 42 seconds in the first. She's off and running with numbers. Obandi, Euro step, underhand shot is swatted by Boonstra, but a foul, and that will send Obandi to the line. 11-6. South Christian on top, and both teams starting to run right now a little bit offensively. Let Kent Butcher's Supply help with all of your food handling needs. Kent Butcher's Supply Co. has been serving the meat industry for over 60 years. From spices to knives to large equipment, we've got what you need. Shop Kent Butcher's today, your local resource for all of your butcher supplies. First free throw is good for Obandi. She has done the bulk of the scoring now. 5 of the 7 for Unity Christian. They trail 11-7 late in the first and has got one more coming up at the line. Wears 14 in the home white jerseys. Right-hand free throw. That's pure. Able to knock them both down. She remains perfect at the line. And it's back down to a one-score game, final 36 seconds now. Coach Brown will have her team slow it way down. Man-to-man defense in the half-court coming for Unity Christian. Left wing, Natalie Wolteis, the freshman, holds high above her head with 26. Throws right wing to Helmus, the sophomore. Angle drive, past the free throw line. Got an offensive foul call. It was called on Knott, setting the illegal screen right there. Now 3 fouls on either team. And South Christian will bring a 1-2-2 full-court trap. Near side right to left over the timeline. Holtrup able to beat it with a left-hand dribble. Got stopped up in a double team on the floor. Ball gets flung to half-court. Obandi running into a sprinting Helmus right there. Helmus has the ball. Drives to the basket for South Christian. Euro step, underhand shot. Hits the bottom of the rim, but she got tripped up on her way there by Van Dyken. Where's the foul going to be called after the basket? Actually, it is. It's going to be called after the shot attempt, and it's going to be called on Helmus on the trip. So it's going to go back the other way with Unity Christian, and with Obandi from the left wing at the buzzer. She tries to throw one up, got blocked away. That'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter. 11-8 after one. South Christian up over Unity Christian here from Unity Christian High School. Fun start to this one for certain. Choice One Bank is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast. We see opportunity for you and your family. Choice One Bank, member FDIC. For over 40 years, Sturk Cleaning's goal has been to exceed customer expectations. Mention this ad and receive a 15% discount on carpet cleaning services over $150 through March from Sturk Cleaning. Once again, that first quarter was presented by Choice One, and the second quarter of South Christian basketball in the Sailor Zone and game night tonight on Michigan Sports Radio is presented by Burgess Concrete Construction. Thanks to the Bennett Center Farmers Insurance Agency, along with Centennial Securities as well, for presenting game night on Michigan Sports Radio. Nate Dreyer with you. Chandler Timmer will be joining me shortly here for the remainder of the girls' contest, along with the boys' game that's going to follow from a big evening of basketball here. As we welcome you in the booth, both teams breaking out, and the second quarter is just about on the way here from UC. 11-8 after one. The tempo really picking up down the stretch. The fouls picking up down the stretch as well in that first quarter of play, as South Christian was able first to go on a run, beginning to implement some full-court defense, running off of misses and off of steals. Got some easy buckets off of that, and then some great work from Obande, and her 6 points is able to help keep Unity Christian in it. Got to the line a couple of times as well. Left to right over the radio dial. Traveling navy blue uniforms, it will be Sophia Prinz and South Christian with the basketball first. Handoff, free throw line, Boonstra. Nice reaching pass into the paint for Knott. She'll kick it up top. Triple try from the right wing. Lily Nitz rattles out no. Rebound, ripped down there by Knott. Works the pivot, lobs a pass right wing. But as she did so, she shuffles the feet. Turnover on the whistle, and Unity Christian will take it as Vanderhill will check in for Van Dyken here. 7:42 to go in the second quarter, 11-8. Full court pressure, Unity Christian trailing. They have the basketball all the way in her own right corner, working right to left. It's on to Christner, the sophomore, throws it across the floor, paddled into the Unity Christian bench, out of bounds. And it was last paddled and touched out on its way by Holtrup and UC. So South Christian will get a front court inbound. They get the basketball here on the steal. Right side off the turnover. Prinz has got it, top of the key. The junior works around a screen, left wing from Woltheis. Now give it back to Woltheis, right wing. Big jab step, drives free throw line. Hands off there for Prinz. The lefty tries a deep triple, falls short off the front rim. 2, 3 tip attempts on the rebound, settle down eventually out of that scrum by Christner, and Obande will take it right to left for Unity Christian. The Satyrs trail 11-8, 7:12 to go in the second. Lob pass, right block onto Vanderhill. Vanderhill turns her back, throws it up top to Christner. The sophomore works around left corner. Triple try. Holtrup off the back rim. High arcing rebound. Snagged at the left block by a Prinz. And as Sophia Prinz was able to rip that one down, Coach Brown calls a timeout right away as she will take her first stoppage of this game to settle some things down. 11-8 South Christian with 6:57 in the first half. Since 1984, Burgess Concrete Construction has been excelling at commercial and industrial concrete projects. They offer services in concrete construction, polished concrete, concrete pumping, helical piers, and much more. Burgess Concrete Construction is building West Michigan, constructing careers, and developing a future for the next generation. And Hulst Heating and Cooling specializes in commercial and residential home heating and cooling, family-owned and conducting themselves with the highest integrity. That's Hulst Heating and Cooling. 6:57 to go, second quarter here on the Sailor Zone and Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio. South Christian girls lead at 11-8. And the Sailors have it out of the timeout break right here. Right wing, Sophia Prinz rocking with the basketball with a left-hand dribble. Drives the left side of the lane. Nice pass through a couple of defenders. Got it left block on the Nitz. She'll whip it out left wing for Lizzie Woltheis, who will reset the offense left wing. Back left corner, Nitz with space. Tries a three. Rattles out no. Rebound ripped out of there by Knott. Offensive possession continues. Lobs it up top for Prinz. Prinz left wing for Woltheis. Angle drive, left block, left-hand shot, swatted, but a foul against a late-arriving Christner will be the first foul of this quarter on the Satyrs and on either team, and it'll also be the first on. They're actually going to get Lambers on the call, as she was the one to come in and commit that foul. First free throw at the line is good here for Woltheis. She'll have one more coming. 5 in the ball game now for the junior. Second one off the left side of the rim, no good. Rebound ripped down by the Satyrs, and it'll be Obande here to start up the offense right to left over the timeline. South Christian out of a 2-3 trapping half-court zone. Lob pass right wing with space. Triple try. Lambers off the mark. Rebound tracked in by Prinz. 6:13 to go in the second. Forcing it down to the right block onto a running Nitz. Two-hand shot with touch off the window is good. 5 now for Nitz and a 14-8 lead for South Christian. They'll go back to a 2-3 zone here out of the half court. Obande splits it, drives to the basket, right-hand shot off the glass, off the front rim, will not go. Good move, couldn't get the finish. South Christian running in transition. Lob pass down the floor. Prinz settles the ball right block, left-hand flip shot off the back rim, no, but a foul is called, and that will send the Sailors back to the line. Second foul of the quarter on Unity Christian, and also the second this quarter on Lambers in her second of the ball game. 14-8 at the line. First one from the lefty Prinz is absolutely pure. She'll have one more coming up right here, as she now has 3 in this ball game for the junior scoring leader. Left-hand free throw, pure as well, able to hit them both very nicely. 4 points in the ball game. And the Sailors take a 16-8 advantage with 5:47 in the second quarter. Obande puts her left hand out, calls out a play with a right-hand dribble. Now stops right wing, throws right corner, onto a driving Lambers. Left wing onto Christner. With space, the sophomore high-arcing three is pure. And she is able to knock that one down. And Christner gets on the score sheet for the first time in the ballgame for Unity Christian. 5:25, second quarter. Bounding around a screen, knits for South Christian. Throws left wing to Woltice. Woltice drops for Boonstra, left corner, left block. Onto a back turn, Bree Knott drives the basket. Right-hand flip shot, swatted into the student section by Vanderhill. Will stay with South Christian. Coach Brown going to bring a trio onto the floor right here. Natalie Woltice, the freshman guard, will come out there along with the sophomore Helmus, and then the freshman guard, Abby Prinz. All will come on as a trio, including Boonstra, along with Knott and Nitz will take a seat for Coach Brown. Left wing, here is Lizzie Woltice with the basketball. She'll hand it off for Natalie, the freshman, who will back it out in the left wing. Here's Woltice working her way, angling right. Drops it there for Helmus. Helmus, the sophomore, dribbles into the paint, low dribble. Now able to flip it with a low pass, left corner, settled down by Woltice. Triple try, falls short off the front rim. Obande the rebound, angles through a couple of defenders, backs her way over the timeline, keeps the dribble into the right wing. Stops at the right elbow, flips it up top to Holtrup, the sophomore. Throws free throw line to Vanderhill. Turns her back, right block, works the pivot. Push shot off the glass and good. Nice in rhythm basket from Vanderhill. She's got her first points of the ball game. And the Satyrs have cut it down to a one-score game once again. Back and forth we go. 4.5 to go in the second quarter. Woltice left wing, worked around to the right wing, now on to Prinz. Prinz able to hit a cutting Lizzie Woltice. Shot from her right hip, angles through two defenders and scores. 18-13 South Christian. Nice finish right there by Lizzie Woltice. She now is up to 7 in the ball game with half of this second quarter gone. Obande drives all the way to the basket, spins into a shot, right hand, off the glass, good, and a foul. Tough finish from Obande, and she'll have a chance to go to the line for one more. Really nice finish right there from the senior guard, who now is up to 8 points in this ball game, and will have a chance for one more at the stripe to bring it down to a 2-point game if she's able to finish it at the line. Obande, the senior, 5'8", has been leading the way for Unity Christian, certainly in this one. Has 8 points in the contest. Bends the knees, flicks it up with the right. Off the connector, no. Unable to complete the three-point play. And South Christian takes it back left to right. On the run is Abby Prinz, the freshman. Stumbles down to the free throw line. Underhand flip, extra pass. Now right wing on a Sophia Prinz to reset the offense. She's guarded by Obande. Throws left wing on a Natalie Woltice. Lob pass, left wing. Prinz able to now to quick flip it, left corner on a Nitz. Triple try, strong, but a rebound tracked in right corner by Cass Fisk. Fisk drops it left wing. Triple there from Natalie Woltice. Will fall short. Rebound Obande. Right to left. Unity Christian running with 3.5 to go in the second quarter. She'll drive all the way to the block. Fake right. Spin back the other way. And a shot off the window and good for Obande. She's got 10 now in the ball game. Unity Christian within 1 off a really nice move right there from the senior Makara Obande. South Christian, top of the key. Sophia Prinz throws left corner. Natalie Woltice, the freshman, tries a triple. The late arriving Berenson and splashes that one down. 21-17 South Christian. A big triple right there from the freshman Woltice. 2:52 second quarter. Obande into the right wing. Lobs right corner for Berenson, the junior for UC. Throws to Obande. Evaded her grasp, able to settle it down in front of the timeline with 2:42. Obande watched defensively here by the lanky Lily Nets, who checks in. Obande drives past, right-hand shot off the window and good. The runner. And Obande has 12 in the ball game, leading the way and keeping UC in this contest. Back down to a 2-point game. Nitz left wing, checked in on defensively by Christner. She'll back it out. Christner pokes, skip pass, right wing on to Prinz. Prinz with the left-hand dribble will back it out. Obande watches her defensively with 2:12 in the second. Right wing, Abby Prinz spins, drives, probably got away with a travel before she flipped up a two-hand shot. Rebound taken in by Vanderhill, tries to throw it up the length of the floor. Two-hand pass is stolen straight away by Abby Prinz. Prinz spins towards the basket, gets tied up, held ball is called, and the alternating possession is going to go Unity Christian's direction of the 158 in the second. Both teams make some substitutions right here before Unity Christian and Kirsten Whitty from her own near side going right to left along the baseline will throw it in against some full court man-to-man pressure along the baseline. Got that one into Holtrup, poked out of bounds back into the student section by a late arriving Abby Prinz. It will stay with Unity Christian one more time. 1:57, second quarter. 21-19, South Christian inbound along her own end line here to Holtrup. Holtrup pressured by Nitz, starts a dribble, spins back. Holtrup throws it with two hands over the timeline, over the head of Van Dyken. Her left hand outstretched, unable to get the basketball, stolen away off the long pass by Sophia Prinz. South Christian takes it back, works around a screen, throws left corner, triple try, all alone, Natalie Wolteis, splash! The freshman knocks down another triple. She's got 6 in the ball game. 24-19 South Christian, final 90 seconds over the timeline. Running Holtrup is checked into the scoring table, and a foul on South Christian will now bring 2 against either team. That one is also the second of the ball game on Lily Nitz. Obande took a quick breather. She's back on the floor. 24-19 South Christian. High intensity start to the evening. Obande top of the key with the basketball. Denies a screen from Van Dyken down the right side and gets reached and fouled into by Sophia Prinz. Third of the quarter on South Christian. 1:24 in the second, and that is the first on Prinz. Bondi, right corner, pass to her, was going out of bounds. She throws it through her legs where it settled down, right block for Van Dyken. Worked around left wing to Christner to reset the offense for Unity. Drops there for Obandi. Works the jab step left wing. Obandi starts the dribble. Angles free throw line. Two-hand jump pass, top of the key on to Holtrup. Holtrup down the left side of the lane. Runner, left-hand shot off the window and good. But they're going to get a foul whistled on the floor before the shot was taken. That will be the fourth foul of the quarter on South Christian, the first on Abby Prinz. Prinz will take a seat as Lizzie Wolteis will check in her place. 1:02 second quarter, 24-19, inbound left corner to Obandi. Obandi backs down to the left block, gets doubled there into the paint. Jump pass, right wing, somehow settled down by Lambers, and then she gets run into and fouled by, I think they'll get Boonstra on it. Fifth of the quarter, and that will send, as the foul is on Boonstra for her second, that will now send Lambers to the line for Unity. 54 seconds to go. Free throw up, and that one rattles out no. One more coming up at the line right here for Lambers. Not checks back into the ball game as Boonstra off that second foul will take a seat. The senior back at the line here for Unity Christian. Right hand in rhythm free throw off the front rim. No. Long rebound tracked in by the Sailors and Fisk. 50 seconds to go second quarter. 24-19. Lambers skips it left elbow. Working the pivot is Wolteis. Lizzie Wolteis throws a right wing on the skip to Prinz. Prinz back to Wolteis. Ball fake. Angle drive. And off the ball, a 3 in the key is whistled, and Unity Christian will take the basketball back over. 36 seconds to go second quarter. UC goes right to left. They trail 24-19. Full court, man-to-man pressure back on here for the Sailors and Coach Brown. Baseball pass all the way down the floor to nowhere into the front court. Gets run onto first by Sophia Prinz and stolen away. Some real issues against that inbound pressure right now in the full court for Unity Christian. 24-19, 25 seconds in the second quarter. And the left-hand dribble, Prinz will get checked into here by Obande around a screen left wing. Now Wolteis picks her up defensively. Top of the key. On to Wolteis, tries a 3, splashes it down. Lizzie Wolteis able to knock it down, 27-19. Big 3 right there as Wolteis goes into double digits with that one. Back down the length of the floor, drive, left block. Holtrup forces up a shot. That one gets blocked down. And on the fight for the basketball, it's going to go back the other way with South Christian. Unity now will bring some full court pressure with 4 to go, second quarter. Inbounded here to Prinz. She'll run the length of the floor, lobs one up, left wing, rattles out no. And with that, we have reached the end of the first half. 27-19, South Christian over Unity Christian here as we get to the break. 10 points right now, leading the way for Lizzie Woltheis for South Christian. It's Makara Obande leading all scorers with 12 right now in this contest. It's been the Woltheis family doing a lot for South Christian as Natalie, the freshman, put up 6 on a pair of triples for Coach Brown's team in that first half. An impressive start, certainly, for those two, helping lead the way right now for South Christian in this contest. Halftime show of South Christian basketball on Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio is presented, and the Sailor Zone, of course, is presented by River Ridge Dentistry. And at River Ridge Dentistry, Dr. Jeff Helmus and Dr. Alexandra Maring take the time to build relationships with patients and their families, from professional teeth and whitening to restorative dental implants. The River Ridge team works tirelessly every day to earn your trust with unparalleled customer service that always puts the patient first. Contact them at riverridgedentistry.com. And since 2009, Burgess Surveying has been helping Michigan grow by providing accurate land surveys regardless of your project size. You can be confident that we'll complete your land survey with precision, attention to detail, responsiveness, and communication that are foundational to their process, because those are the qualities that clients of Burgess Surveying appreciate most. That is Burgess Surveying. All right, we are going to quick step aside. Be right back here on Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio and the Sailor Zone. South Christian girls lead at 27-19. A late flurry of threes help put them up as we reach the break.
Having a hard time hearing tonight's game? Hi, I'm Brock Conkle from Michigan Sports Radio, and after putting it off for many years, I decided to contact Miracle Ear and get my hearing tested, and sure enough, had significant hearing loss. The friendly staff at Miracle Ear fitted me with hearing aids, and life is so much more enjoyable being able to hear the things that I've been missing. Go to miracle-ear.com to schedule your free hearing evaluation. There's a location near you.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Have you recently collided with a deer or been caught in an unfortunate accident? Don't worry, Car Center Collision and Glass is your trusted partner to bring your vehicle back to life. With convenient branches in Cedar Springs, Burton Heights, Alpine, and Big Rapids, we're right around the corner to provide expert assistance. From collision repairs to mechanical fixes, we're your one-stop solution for all your car needs. Check us out at carcentermi.com.
You ever thought about a career in metal manufacturing? Today, careers in robotics, product development, engineering, and IT are just some of the few of the outstanding careers available. There are hundreds of businesses in West Michigan looking for people just like you and are willing to provide the training you need. Go to youarehired.pma.org or click on the PMA logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage. There's an opportunity for a lifelong career, and it's in your hands.
Welcome back here to the River Ridge Dentistry halftime show on the Sailor Zone and Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio. At the break, girls contest, first of two here this evening. Nate Dryer-Wood will be joined by Chandler Timmer a little bit later on here this evening. It is South Christian up at the break, 27-19 in this one. It's been the Woltheises for South Christian putting on a show. The junior Lizzie with 10 to lead the way offensively. Natalie has 6 coming off of the bench. The rest of the scores you can see on your screen as well for Unity Christian. It's Makara Obande that's been doing the bulk of their scoring. She had 12 and was able to do a lot of it at the line, along with some really nice shots she was able to find in rhythm and off the bounce, helping lead the way. The main X factor in this first half of play, South Christian, Coach Brown decided really at kind of the midway point of that half, going into the second quarter in particularly, to up the intensity on this basketball game, start bringing some full court pressure, forced a lot of turnovers on the inbound against the full court pressure, and additionally also able to run off of that and get some easy buckets for for their team. So certainly was an interesting first half to watch in that regard. From the first half, like I said, a lot of work done at the line, but Makaro Bande was able to get a lot done. This basket in particular, one of the plays of the game so far, she's able to finish through some contact and get 2 of her 12 right here. Game with half of this second quarter gone. Obande drives all the way to the basket, spins into a shot, right hand, off the glass, good, and a foul. Tough finish from Obande, and she'll have a chance to go to the line for one more. So certainly a great showing from Obande. We've got a lot more still to get to here on our River Ridge Dentistry halftime show. We're going to step aside, be right back here on the Sailor Zone Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio.
We are Centennial Securities,
an independent firm with a team of committed professionals
who strive to exceed our clients' expectations by giving outstanding service.
We're proud to be part of our community where we live and work.
Gear up this season with the MGN Shop, featuring everything from t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats and outerwear, to water bottles, stickers, and other accessories that help show off your style and your support of Game Night, the Granville Bulldogs, and more. To shop, click on the Shop Merch tab at the top of MichiganGameNight.com and browse nearly 50 items. And be sure to check in frequently as new items are added throughout the season. That's the MGN Shop through MichiganGameNight.com.
Upgrade to Music Jams Premium to get uninterrupted listening on all your favorite tunes. Click here to start your 7-day free trial.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. Which is why with Farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. I got this.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Game Night is presented in part by Farmers Insurance, Bennett Center Agency, for all auto, home, specialty, life, and commercial insurance. See what a center can do for you.
The 76 Diner and Truck Stop would like to invite you and your families to come and check out their diner. With locations in both Byron Center and Coopersville, they're a great place to stop before or after the game. They have a wide variety of menu choices to feed all the kids. They serve breakfast hot all day, and they're able to accommodate all of your large group needs. Their full menu is available for takeout orders, and they have online ordering at 76truckstopdiner.com.
Do you have a distressed home you'd like to sell? Did you inherit a home you'd like to move on from with ease? Are you a tired landlord and it's just time? For Real buys and sells as-is homes with a mission to create real estate upside for everyone. We're fast, fair, for real. Call or visit For Real today for your free 15-minute consultation. 616-816-2028.
Cello's Restaurante is where great food and sports come together. There's something for everyone, from a variety of handcrafted pizzas, along with classic Italian dishes. With over 50 plus TVs in each location, you won't miss any action of the big game. Plus, they deliver. To check out their menu or order online, go to ucellos.com. Check us out to see why we're the #1 sports lounge in the area.
To everyone out there who loves Culver's,
the feeling is mutual.
Everything's made fresh.
Everything.
It's our pleasure.
This is me and my happy place.
I wouldn't trade our Culver's for any other restaurant.
Culver's. Yay. We love our guests.
Love.
As much as our guests love us.
This is me and my happy place.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Sailor Zone Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio. Halftime wrapping up, 27-19 at the break. South Christian over Unity Christian. The boys team is starting to clear the floor after they had their shoot-around quick session during the half, and we're about ready to go with the second half of play. Once again, River Ridge Dentistry presents the halftime show for the Sailor Zone on Michigan Sports Radio, and we are ready to go with the third quarter, which is presented by Kent Butcher's Supply. So, second half is on the way. Home white jerseys for Unity Christian. Numbers are in navy blue and lettering across the chest. Unity as well with navy blue trimming for the UC girls. For South Christian, traveling navy blue uniforms. Numbers in white and trimming in white as well. Lineups that open the first half of the ball game, as you can see up on your screen, will also open our second half of play. Obande leading all scorers. She has 12. It's Lizzie Woltheis who put up 10 of South Christian's 27, leading the way offensively for Coach Brown and the Sailors. It will be SC getting the ball, going right to left across the radio dial to start this second half, and we are underway with the second half of play here from Unity Christian. Left corner, Woltheis tries a triple, off the connector, no. Long race for the rebound, will find its way out of bounds straight off of the rim, and Unity Christian will take the basketball. Three-quarter court pressure and out of a 1-2-2 variety right here for South Christian. Obandi stops in the backcourt. Here comes the double, throws over the timeline to Vanderhill. Drops there for a curling Holtrup to the left wing. Worked around in between the rings to Obandi. 30 seconds gone. Throws right wing, Christner. The sophomore tries a three and turns the net inside out. That was pure. 27-22 as Christner is able to knock that one down. The sophomore has a couple of triples and 6 points now in the ball game. 27-22, the Sailor lead. They've got the basketball. Right corner, triple try on the way, and pure Sophia Prinz knocks it down as the junior is able to answer right back with a nice triple. She's got 7 in the ball game. Against the pressure, Obandi left to right, able to get over the timeline up the near side of the floor. Poked into by Prinz. Hands off with a two-hand underhand pass on to Holtrip. She'll stop right wing, throw it over top of the zone. Extra pass, left corner. Obande in rhythm triple. Low driving shot off the front rim, no. Board tracked in here by Sophia Prinz, and she's off and running right to left over the timeline. 6:45 third quarter, 30-22. Left wing onto a driving Boonstra. Drives the basket, two-hand shot, swatted and blocked away. Some contact whistle, though, and that one, with a foul on Vanderhill, will send South Christian to the line for the first time in this half, as Boonstra will go to work looking for her first points in the ball game. Toes the line. Boonstra, tall senior wing, bends the knees, left-hand free throw, driving shot, bounces high off the connector, and then falls. Able to get the nice soft touch on that one for her first point of the ball game. One more coming up here at the line. 31-22, can stretch it to a double-digit lead for the first time in the ball game. Boonstra bends, flicks it towards the basket. Off the connector, this time too strong. Rebound ripped down by Vanderhill onto Obande, left to right. She'll run it over the timeline before the defense could get set up in the trap. 6.5 to go, third quarter. Angles to the right wing. Defended here by Boonstra. Splits two defenders. Jump stop. Right hand flip shot. No. Obande grabs her own rebound. Backs it out right wing. Two-hand flip pass. Top of the key. Holtrup swung high. Left wing to Christner. Christner lobs one down low, looking for a leaping Lambers. Out of her reach. Out of bounds into the student section. South Christian will take it with 6:19 in the third. 31-22. UC will back up into a half-court man-to-man defense right here. Prinz throws right wing onto Nitz. Nitz hesitates, settles it down. Extra pass, left corner to Boonstra. Boonstra, baseline drive. Caught up, stopped up there by Holtrup. Pass is on its way left wing and deflected into the bench by a reaching Lambers. It will stay for an inbound right in front of her own bench on the left side with Boonstra. Boonstra lobs left block on the leap, settled down by Knott, turns her back, works. Underhand flip off the back rim, no. Rebound poked out of bounds and last off of a reaching Lily Nitz and South Christian. It will go Unity's way. 5:55 third quarter, 31-22. The SC lead, and with that, the three-quarter court trap is back out once again. A 1-2-2 variety over the timeline. Obande off a nice feed from Holtrup. Left wing, Obande. Jump stop. Leaping the pass. Right wing to Christner. Stares at the basket. Now starts the dribble. Christner, left corner. On to Lambers. Lambers throws it just to her left side onto a driving Holtrup. The sophomore works the baseline. Pass is tipped out of bounds. And it will stay with Unity Christian baseline right. 5.5 to go third quarter. 31-22. Helmus will check on here for Boonstra for Coach Erica Brown and the Sailors. Obandi against some man-to-man pressure here defensively in the half court. They'll kind of fall back now into a 2-3 matchup zone look. Swung left wing to Holtrip to the free throw line to Vanderhill. Works the pivot foot. Nice pass onto a cutting Lambers. Right block. Two-hand shot is strong, but a foul. And that will send Abby Lambers, the senior guard, to the line for Unity Christian. She still looks for her first points of the ball game. That foul on Nitz is her third. One on either team here in the quarter. 5:18, third quarter, 31-22. Lambers at the line, bends the knees. Right-hand free throw. Too short, has one more coming up. Abby Prinz will check in for Nitz, who will take a seat off the foul. Second free throw short as well. Missed them both at the stripe. Rebound ripped out of there by Lizzie Woltheis. Top of the key. Throws right wing on to Sophia Prinz. Prinz switches spots, goes top of the key with Woltheis. Now drops it off to Woltheis. Bounds around a screen to the free throw line. Throws left wing. Catch and shoot three. High arcing shot. Abby Prinz is good. The freshman knocks it down. Lead stretches to 12. Nice one there from the freshman, and South Christian brings the pressure. Good pass from Obandi, angling right over the timeline onto a running Brooklyn Holtrip. Holtrip throws right wing to a pressured Christner out of the double team, able to keep the basketball, flip it free throw line to Vanderhill, back to a driving Christner through two defenders, two-hand shot swatted by Bree Knott as she was able to get the positioning, and Lizzie Woltheis runs the other way into a triple, splash! Transition three, Woltheis, it's 37-22, timeout Unity Christian. What a shot by Lizzie Woltheis to put UC up 36-22 as they're going to deem that her foot was on the line. So just a two there for Woltheis. So she got that right toe on the line. But still, the transition long two is good. And UC forced to call a timeout. At River Ridge Dentistry, Dr. Jeff Helmus and Dr. Alexandra Mauring take the time to build relationships with patients and their families. From professional teeth whitening to restorative dental implants, the River Ridge team works tirelessly every day to earn your trust with unparalleled customer service that always puts you, the patient, first. Contact them at riverridgedentistry.net. And since 2009, Burgess Surveying has been helping Michigan grow by providing accurate land surveys. Regardless of your project size, you can be confident that they'll complete your land survey with precision, attention to detail, responsiveness, and communication that are foundational to their process, because those are the qualities that their clients appreciate most. That's Burgess Surveying, and let Kent Butcher's Supply help you with all of your food handling needs. Kent Butcher Supply Company has been serving the meat industry for over 60 years, from spices to knives to large equipment. We've got what you need. Shop Kent Butchers today, your local resource for all of your butcher supplies. 4:26, third quarter, 36-22. South Christian off a transition two from Lizzie Woltheis have upped their advantage now to 14, and they bring the 1-2-2 three-quarter court trap on. Near side, Kirsten Whitty back on the floor, throws it over the timeline, left side to Obandi. Obandi out of the double. Top of the key, Berenson on the floor. Right wing, Whitty, jump pass, down to the right block, poked into the student section by a reaching Bree Knott. Actually, it's going to last, though, deflect off of Unity Christian and Vanderhill, and it will go South Christian's way. First half of the third quarter is gone, and the Sailors with it. Left wing, Abby Prinz, the freshman, drives through two defenders, leaning right-hand shot from the hip, hangs on the front rim, will not fall, but a foul will send the freshman to the line. She's finding a little bit of a rhythm right now, 36-22. The Sailors looking to take off here down the stretch in this second half, and especially in this third quarter. And Prinz, the freshman, hit a three a moment ago, looks to add to her night, and leaning into that one with a two-hand shot is able to knock it down. Prinz now with 4 in the ball game. That, by the way, was a foul that was whistled on Lambers. That is her third of the contest. Second one is up, and Prinz is able to splash that one down. Good work by the freshman. Got 5 in the ball game. 4 minutes to go, and a full court trap is on for the Sailors here. Near side, Obande going left to right. Stopped up in the double. Reaching pass on to Whitty. Whitty throws over the timeline to Vanderhill. Lobs right side against the zone to Obande with 3:42 in the third. Right corner with some space. Berenson tries a three, missed it all strong. Rebound ripped down, going back the other way here with Lizzie Wolfheist, the junior. Stops, throws it right block, onto Knott. Turns her back on Vanderhill, throws up top. But as she did so, she had camped down in the paint. 3 seconds and the key is called. Turnover, Unity Christian basketball. Christner will check in here for Lambers, who will take a seat off that foul. Once again, 1-2-2. Full court trap will come out for South Christian with 3.5 to go in the third quarter. 38-22, South. Near side, left to right, the inbound into Obandi. She'll run into a double team. Stops, throws across to Whitty. Whitty lobs it over the timeline to Vanderhill. In front of the timeline here in the front court, on to Obandi. Obandi drives all the way to the basket. Splits two defenders. Right-hand reaching shot off the window and good. Nice shot by Makara Obandi. She's got 14 in the ball game and is able to score nicely right there and get UC back on the board 38-24. 3:10 to go in the third. Handoff, left wing, curling Helmus, the sophomore. Stops, drives, poked out of there, stolen. Good work by Berenson to get a hand on it. Outlets it on here to Obandi. Obandi runs to the basket, leaning right-hand shot. Short off the front rim, and it's back the other way to onto a running Sophia Prince. Prince all the way across, lobs a pass on to Helmus. Helmus drives, stops, two-hand shot off the window and good, 40-24. Good work by Helmus to get the finish right there, and immediately South Christian gets back into the trap. Obandi will beat it off a nice feed from right to left from Whitty. 2.5 to go third quarter, 40-24 South Christian. They look to stay unbeaten on the year. Vanderhill in the paint, turn shot off the connector, no. Board ripped out of there by a running Helmus. Here comes the sophomore. Headman's the rush, throws left wing, standing into a triple. Wolfheist knocks it down. That one will count for three. Good find, good finish, 43-24, and a timeout from Unity Christian. Wolfheist able to knock it down from deep again in transition and stretch that lead as it's now nearly 20 as South Christian has taken off down the stretch in this second half. Choice One Bank is a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. We see opportunity for you and your family. Choice One Bank, member FDIC. And for over 40 years, Dirk's Cleaning goal has been to exceed customer expectation. Mention this ad and receive a 15% discount on carpet cleaning services over $150 through March from Sturk Cleaning. And since 1984, Burgess Concrete Construction has been excelling at commercial and industrial concrete projects. They offer services in concrete construction, polished concrete, concrete pumping, and much more. Burgess Concrete Construction is building West Michigan, constructing careers and developing a future for the next generation. Lastly, Holst Heating and Cooling specializes in commercial and residential home heating and cooling. Family owned and conducting themselves with the highest integrity. That's Holst Heating and Cooling. Unity Christian able to beat the pressure over the timeline. Obandi, right wing, thought about launching the triple, now starts the dribble. Drops the right corner for Whitty. She'll pick up a left-hand dribble, defended here by Prinz to the wing. Inside 2 minutes in the third. Back to Obandi, right corner. 43-24. Obandi, jump pass, right block, Vanderhill, turns, works a left-hand shot, hangs on the right side of the rim, will not fall, rebound South Christian, and the Sailors off and running here with Prinz. Prinz stops left wing, defended by Obandi. Holds the ball high above her head, now throws it left corner into Abby Prinz. Prinz off the drive, lobs it right corner, Natalie Wolfheist. Top of the key, Helmus. Helmus swings left wing to Sophia Prinz. Sophia will back it out. Wolfheist will run in front as Prinz will reset the offense, loosely watched by Obandi. Left wing, Abby Prinz with space, tries a three, splash! The freshman knocks down another one. Lead stretches to 22 for South Christian. Prinz with 8 in the ball game. Nice one by the freshman. Off a good feed and a good long offensive possession right there. Obandi attacks back the other way, splits two defenders. Left-hand reaching shot off the window and good. Makara Obandi doing it all for Unity Christian, trying to keep the Satyrs a little bit in reach. Right wing three, Abby Prinz forces that one off the mark. Rebound snagged by Helmus. A whistle, and it's going to go on Helmus. Looks like she went over the back trying to grab that basketball, and Unity Christian will take it 49.4. 2 fouls on either team now in the quarter. Boonstra back out there as Sophia Prinz will get a rest. Foul gets actually whistled on Fisk right there for South Christian. Whitty, right wing with 41 seconds, 46-26. Lead is 20. Holtrip will spin down the left side of the lane. She got grabbed and fouled. Third of the quarter on the Sailors, 34.9. That foul right away is on Boonstra, who comes on the floor and will pick up her third foul of the ball game. Likely will take a seat in just a moment. Left corner with space. Christner tries a three, missed it all strong. Rebound straight into Helmus, and the sophomore is off and running. Helmus for South Christian. Nice hesitation. Pass to Obandi. Gets all alone and scores one off the window. Really nice move right there by the sophomore. She's got 6 in the ball game. And it's nearly stolen away on the other end by South Christian. Reaching pass, gets tipped out of bounds into the student section, and it's going to be last off of Unity Christian, and South will take it here with 8.6 in the third. Inbounded to Helmus with 6. Defended in the backcourt here by Whitty. Helmus runs over the timeline with 2. Spins. I don't think she knows the clock situation. Got it on to Abby Prinz, who launched one from 30 feet and probably got fouled on it, but she got the shot off after the horn, and that'll take us to the end of the third. 48-26, South Christian, and the Sailors looking like they're well on their way to staying unbeaten on the year. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Looking for a new career? Aetna Supply is hiring. Aetna Supply is Michigan's #1 plumber wholesaler, servicing local customers for over 50 years. They offer great benefits, a 401k with company match, quarterly bonuses, and no Sundays. Once again, check them out at aetnasupply.com/careers or click on their logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage.
The pulse of our community flows through all of us. Your blood donation keeps it strong. Schedule your donation at Varsity.org or call 866-MI-BLOOD. Together, we are a beacon of hope.
Welcome back, Nate Dreyer. Chandler Timmer has joined me. Fourth quarter of the girls' contest, and the boys will be following us up here shortly. 8 minutes on the board, 48-26. And Unity Christian, the basketball 2-3 half-court zone is out for the Sailors here. Whitty throws up top to Obandi. Screen gets set by Van Dyken, goes around it, throws right wing to Christner. The sophomore now right corner on to Whitty. Up fake, drives back to Christner, swings it across the floor for Obandi. Gets tipped by Abby Prinz, but Obandi able to settle it down. Drives into the lane, floater off the window and good. Obandi, another tough finish through contact. It's been a struggle in the second half for UC. She's got 18 though in the ballgame and is really impressed through the contact a couple of times. That foul is the third on Helmus, the sophomore. More for one at the line for Obandi. Rattles out, no good. And it'll go back the other way here with the Sailors. 7.5 to go in the ball game, 48-28. The lead is 20. Helmus throws left wing on Abby Prinz. Prinz drives on Van Dyken. Drops there for curling Natalie Woltheis. Right wing on the Helmus. Helmus reached into by Obandi. Spins, hands off. Kaylee Quist, the senior, on the floor for the first time in the ball game. Able to drop it left wing onto Woltheis. Gets knocked away from Woltheis. Went all the way to the baseline, and there it was last off of Unity Christian. I think Holtrup the last to touch it. It'll stay with the Sailors. Left block inbound on to Helmus. Helmus gave it, got it back. Swings it right wing now on to Woltheis. The freshman trying to turn in. Christner ties her up in the process. Held ball is called, and South Christian on the alternating possession will keep the basketball. Peyton Berenson will check in here for Christner. 7:01 to go, fourth quarter, 48-28, South Christian. First of our doubleheader here this evening, as it will be the boys in a really, really highly charged matchup coming up shortly here later on. Left wing onto Fisk, throws it all the way across the floor, gets tipped out right wing onto Quist. Extra pass, left wing, back on here to Fisk. Fisk drives, stops, left-hand shot, high off the glass, no. Rebound ripped down by Abby Prinz, gets tied up right away. Alternating possession goes to Unity Christian, and a line change right here as all the starters will come back on the floor for Coach Brown and South Christian after they got a rest to start that quarter. We have the entire Unity Christian band coming by us right now, by the way, on our from our broadcast position up top. It's going to be, not going to be, every seat's already full. I mean, you know it's going to be for this sort of contest when these two teams play, but certainly you're going to see that elevated with a game like this one coming up later. Obandi in the lane, floater is good. She's got 20 in the ball game, able to knock it down 48-30. Left wing, Boonstra throws left corner on to Woltheis. Woltheis will try to drive into the wing. Curls top of the key. Throws right wing there for a right-hand dribble on to Sophia Prinz. Prinz splits the defender, works her way inside the arc, backs it out with 6 in the fourth. 48-30, South Christian. Sailors have it. Swung back right wing off an extra feed on to Prinz. Prinz will start around a screen, jump pass, left corner. Lizzie Woltheis drives the baseline, reaching shot off the bottom of the rim, no. Rebound ripped down here by Obandi. She's off and running all the way down the length of the floor. Obandi turns her back, left block, spins, push shot through two defenders is strong. Goes straight out of bounds, and it will go your South Christian's way. 5.5 to go, fourth quarter, 48-30. And the Sailors to take it. Here's Prinz will set up the offense. Half-court man-to-man defense coming on for the Sailors and Coach Postma. Left corner, Woltheis tries the three, rattles out no, rebound tips around, Boonstra grabs the board, reaches around a couple of defenders, long shot is too strong, and UC back to the way here with Obandi. Obandi stops at the free throw line, hesitates down the right side, gets poked into from behind, and a foul will get whistled on against the Sailors. That is their second of the quarter, and that one on Sophia Prinz will be her second. 3 minutes gone, fourth quarter, 48-30. You see baseline right inbound here for Peyton Berenson. Berenson throws right corner to Whitty. Whitty drives to the free throw line, hands off for Obandi. Reaching past, left block, Van Dyken turns her back, right hand push shot, swatted, but a foul will send Van Dyken to the stripe. Third foul of the quarter on the Sailors. They lead at 48-30, and right away that also a foul on Prinz will be her third. Free throw, Van Dyken rattles out no. And the junior will try once more at the stripe here in just a second. Second one, Van Dyken too strong. Missed that one. Rebound chased down by Prinz out at the perimeter. She'll run it back the other way up the near side of the floor. Stops left block. Kicks up top. Boonstra, the lefty, tries an open three. Rattles it down. Boonstra able to knock down the triple. 51-30 as Boonstra now has 4 in the ball game. Final 4:41 of the fourth. Berenson, drive, floater, short, fight for the rebound. Sophia Prinz has it, near side right to left for South Christian. Prinz fakes right, drives left, throws to the corner, triple try with space, Nitz splashes that one down. Raining threes right now for South Christian. Nitz now late in the ball game. The lead stretches to 54-30. 2-3 zone for the Sailors in the half court. Obandi will run into it right wing. And as she does so, Coach Postma will whistle in a timeout right here. At River Ridge Dentistry, Dr. Jeff Helmus and Dr. Alexandra Maring take the time to build relationships with patients and their families, from professional teeth whitening to restorative dental implants. The River Ridge team works tirelessly every day to earn your trust with unparalleled customer service that always puts you, the patient, first. Contact them at riverridgedentistry.net. Since 2009, Burgess Surveying has been helping Michigan grow by providing accurate land surveys regardless of your project size. You can be confident that we'll complete your land survey with precision, attention to detail, responsiveness, and communication that are foundational to their process, because those are the qualities that Burgess Surveying's clients appreciate most. That's Burgess Surveying. 4 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer getting into things. You're doing some prep as well for the boys' contest. You primarily will be on the call here for a second, but you got a chance. Obviously, you've been here since kind of the start of the second half, but watching the South Christian team in particular, they've gone to this trap, they've gone to this zone pressure, and Unity Christian certainly has had some issues handling it.
Yeah, it sure looks like it. South Christian team been able to make Unity Christian uncomfortable on the defensive end, and then some really nice shooting on the offensive side, multiple players knocking down some threes and also being able to attack off the dribble.
It takes a true, unbelievable professional, by the way, to come in halfway through a game and try to issue any amount of commentary to what he was able to see. Top of the key, Unity Christian has it here with Whitty, and she gets reached into and fouled by Sophia Prinz, and that, by the way, will be the fourth on Prinz. So she's one away from fouling out of the ball game. 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Whitty, top of the key, will work against the 2-3 zone right here. Whitty, angle, skip pass into the short left corner. Off the drive along the baseline. Flipped in right corner to Berenson. Berenson, Whitty, free throw line, in rhythm, quick jumper. Van Dyken is off the mark, and the board back the other way, right to left with the Sailors. 3:40 to go. Also a very valuable job by Chandler to help clean some things up with our backdrop behind us after the entire Unity Christian band had to move by and needed it moved out of the way, and they moved it themselves a little bit. Triple try is off the mark by Prinz. Rebound stays with the Sailors. Left wing, Sophia Prinz throws down to Abby, left block. Left corner on to Lizzie Woltheis. She'll curl out to the volleyball line with 3:17 in the fourth quarter. South Christian leads it by 24. Escape pass, left wing, Sophia Prinz backs it out, defended here by the junior Whitty. Bounds around a screen, jump pass, free throw line. Abby Prinz turns her back, drives on Van Dyken. Stopped in a double team, throws left wing on to Natalie Woltheis, but she shuffles the feet as she does so. It'll go back the other way. Kaylee Quist and Evie Tenhoff will check in for South Christian. Final 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, 54-30. But all South Christian, this is a team, they beat East Kentwood. We, of course, know how good that team is earlier in the week, and after a close one to start this one, they certainly have pulled away down the stretch in this ball game. Emily Vrujink, the junior, will drive down the right side of the lane, hand it off right wing on to Berenson. Up top on to Whitty. Push pass to the free throw line. Van Dyken settles, hits a cutting Vrujink. Right-hand shot through some traffic is short. Rebound down to South Christian. The Sailors running with 2.5 in the fourth quarter, 54-30. Abby Prinz hesitates, drives the left side, curls to the corner, and a timeout is called and whistled in by Coach Brown. 54-30, South Christian over Unity Christian. We'll step aside, take a break as well.
Somebody once said life moves pretty fast. And that's exactly how we like it. Want to build something? Great. Start businesses, build bridges, raise a whole city. Future in fighting crime? Want to save lives? Do it all here. But you've got to go forward fast. Because today is now, and tomorrow is soon. And to get ahead of the game, you got to get ahead of your time. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
2.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer here. Welcome you inside the booth here on our Radio Plus Game Center on the Sailor Zone along with Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio. Wrapping up the girls contest, South Christian up 54-30, set to go to 4-0 on the year. It'll be 2 in a row losses for Coach Postman's team, but I think certainly, if nothing else, I mean, you've seen the second half out of Makaro Bande. She's been really impressive to watch down. Some of her moves, attacking off the bounce, been really impressive.
Yeah, she has been a very bright spot for the Crusaders here tonight, and something that moving forward, she can be a playmaker for them, able to create her own shot, whether that's in the mid-range game, also driving to the basket, being able to finish some of those tough shots against this defense.
South Christian with the ball offensively will inbound into the top of the key. Offense will get run here by Helmus. The sophomore has made some good plays in this ball game. Curls left wing, drives around a screen to the right wing. Drops there on a skip right corner to Quist. The senior drives off the window. Liner is good as Quist is able to get a nice finish right there. Final 2 minutes of the fourth, 56-30 South Christian. And boys game will follow 20 minutes after the completion of this one. We'll kind of quickly step away after this contest, get the MHSA This Week report in, reset some things. Two-hand push shot off the mark from Berenson. Fight for the rebound. Finds its way on to Grace Burgess, and the junior gets tripped down to the floor, and South Christian will take the basketball because of it. First foul of the quarter on Unity Christian. 1:51, fourth quarter. The foul is on Van Dyken. Lead is 26 after it was such a close game to begin, and even going into the half, it kind of took a couple of triples to push that advantage a little bit. Drive from Helmus, reaching passes, tipped out of bounds, and it will be last off, though, of the Sailors, and will go Unity Christian's way with 1:40 in the fourth. Whitty, the junior, to run the offense here for Coach Postman, the Crusaders, against the 2-3 zone. 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Jump pass, high-pointed, stolen away by Helmus. The sophomore on the run, drops left wing. Woltheis trailing triple off the front rim is short. Rebound gets tracked in by Unity Christian and Van Dyken, and now they're off and running. Push pass the length of the floor to Berenson, drives the basket. Flip shot from over her head off the front rim, will not fall, but a foul is called, and that will send Berenson, the junior, to the line. That also is the 5th of this quarter on the Sailors, so free throws the rest of the way for Berenson and the Satyrs. 1:17 in the fourth. Has 2 at the line right here. Junior in rhythm dribbles, bends the knees, right-hand free throw, flicked up, and that low driver is too strong. One more coming up here for Berenson at the line. She still looks for her first points of the contest. Flick of the wrist. Second one is good as Berenson has her first point. Able to go 1 of 2 at the line right here. Final minute 15 for the Sailors. Will slow it way down here for Coach Brown in her second season. Won a district championship in her first year and looking to build on that with a team that's got a lot of really good young talent, including Meredith Helmus, who's got the ball, the sophomore, in the right wing. Gets a screen from Tenhoff. Jump pass, left block, back on now. Into the right wing with Helmus. Curls top of the key with 54. Bounds around a Burgess screen. Helmus back across the floor with 51, trying to kill some clock. Throws left corner to Woltheis, the freshman. High pass is over the head of Quist into the stands. Quick hands by whoever was in the front row right there to deflect that basketball on its way out. And it will go back the other way. Final 40 seconds of the ball game for Unity Christian. They trail 56-31. Left wing for Vrujink. Flips up top for Berenson. Berenson, right wing Whitty with space against the zone. Tries the 3, no. Chasing rebound, Vrujink. In rhythm, push shot is off the mark. Deflected out of bounds. Last off of the Sailors and Quist. It will stay with Unity Christian with 24 seconds in the ball game. 56-31. Berenson skips it down low. Settled with 2 hands by Van Dyken. Turn shot strong. Rebound ripped out of there by Burgess. And it'll be South Christian with Helmus to settle things down for the final 14 seconds. Helmus with 10. It'll be a move to 4-0 on the season for South Christian. Challenged early in this one, but great work down the stretch. And South Christian will pick up the win. 56-31. Great work by the Sailor ladies this evening. They go to 4-0 on the season. Unity Christian will drop to 2-2 on the season. That wraps up our Hulst Heating and Cooling fourth quarter. Let's move on now to our post-game show presented by Burgess Surveying. We'll move through things somewhat quickly right here. Look at the scoring recap on your screen. Obandi leads all scorers. She's got 12 points, but it was Woltheis, Lizzie Woltheis with 12, leading the offense for South Christian. What was a balanced game, and they got some great scoring off the bench as well, with the likes of Abby Prinz leading the bench with 8 points offensively. Player of the game is presented by Choice One Bank, and we'll go with Lizzie Woltheis, the junior. She's done some great scoring to begin this year, been in double digits most contests, puts up 12 in this game in what was a balanced scoring effort, and the junior certainly did a great job in helping turbocharge this offense along. So Lizzie Woltheis, the junior for South Christian, is our Choice One Bank player of the game. And lastly, as we wrap up our Burgess Surveying post-game show, let's move on to our Bennett Center Agency and Centennial Securities play of the game. A couple of options to look to right here for certain. And how about we go with Abby Prinz, the freshman for South Christian, knocking down this big triple. Ice will run in front as Prinz will reset the offense, loosely watched by Obande. Left wing, Abby Prinz with space, tries a 3, splash! The freshman knocks down another one. Lead stretches to 22 for South Christian. Prinz with 8 in the ball game. So that'll do it here for the girls contest. Boys are out and warming up, band ready to go. A packed house at Unity Christian. And a big-time boys matchup is on on the way in just a few minutes' time. Don't go anywhere. We're going to wrap things up here, send you over to the MHSAA This Week report. When we come back, Chandler and myself will reset things for one of the games of the week, and always seems to be one of the games of the year. Unity Christian, South Christian, couple of teams that have got some Breslin Center dreams when it's all said and done this year. We'll see how things wrap up with this December meeting between these two rivals.
Are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Weights have been lifted. Sprints have been run. Preparation for today's game is history. It's time to get it done. You're listening on MichiganSportsRadio.com.
Three schools win football titles for the first time, and 2 running backs set records while leading their teams to championships. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. More than 41,000 fans attended over the 2 days, and thousands more watched or listened live on TV and the radio, and they were treated to some spectacular performances.
Isaac Vanderswag returns to the game. He's the left halfback. Jonah Leslie to the right. Hendricks in the middle. Snap. Quarterback keeper looking to throw. Throwing. It is Hendricks. Touchdown. That's number 6. Rewrite the record book.
Joe Jason of the MHSAA Championship Radio Network on the call as Keaton Hendricks scored 6 times to lead Zeeland West to a 42-22 win over Detroit Martin Luther King in Division III. The 6 touchdowns and 36 points scored are both new championship game records. Hendricks took over the top spot from Jackson Lumen Christi's Cadale Williams. He scored 5 times in a 56-18 Division VI win over Lansing Catholic. The 5 touchdowns tied the record until Hendricks broke it a day later. Williams did run for 314 yards, which is the new MHSAA Finals record. It's also Lumen Christi's 14th football title, which is now the most in state history. Read more about both record-breaking performances at MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Charlotte's Evan Kolaski. He had 31 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds in a 77-70 season-opening win over Ovid Elsie. Escanaba's Cale Carter. He scored a goal in a 3-1 win over Traverse City West and had the overtime winner in a 3-2 win over Traverse City Central. And a Hart senior, Addie Hovey. She had 19 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 steals in a 44-32 win over Grant.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skill certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
In basketball, what's the difference between goaltending and basket interference?
Goaltending is when a defensive player touches the ball when it's on its way down toward the basket, or after the ball has hit the backboard and is in a downward trajectory towards the hoop. Basket interference is when a defender touches the rim or net while the ball is within or on the cylinder. However, if the defender touches only the net and does not affect the shot in any way, then basket interference is not called. In both instances, goaltending and basket interference, the outcome is treated like a made basket. 2 points to the offense unless the shot came from behind the three-point arc, and then it's worth 3 points.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. Your other 11-player MHSAA football champions. In Division 1, Cass Tech knocked off Hudsonville 42-20 behind a stellar performance from freshman quarterback Donald Tabron II. Orchard Lake St. Mary's won it all in Division 2, beating Byron Center 35-19. Goodrich defeated Niles 35-6 in Division 4, giving the Martians and head coach Tom Allward their first football state championship. Pontiac Notre Dame Prep is also a first-time state champion in football, as the Irish beat Frankenmuth 42-7 in Division 5. In Division 7, yet another first-time winner. Millington knocked off Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central 24-0. Millington senior Dallas Walsh said his team went from the cornfield to Ford Field and ended the year unbeaten. And in Division 8, Beale City ran for 315 yards in a 43-14 win over Riverview Gabriel Richard. And if you missed anything from the weekend at Ford Field, check out MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
We are Centennial Securities,
an independent firm with a team of committed professionals
who strive to exceed our clients' expectations by giving outstanding service.
We're proud to be part of our community where we live and work.
Gear up this season with the MGN Shop, featuring everything from t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats and outerwear, to water bottles, stickers, and other accessories that help show off your style and your support of Game Night, the Granville Bulldogs, and more. To shop, click on the Shop Merch tab at the top of MichiganGameNight.com and browse nearly 50 items. And be sure to check in frequently as new items are added throughout the season. That's the MGN Shop through MichiganGameNight.com.
Upgrade to Music Jams Premium to get uninterrupted listening on all your favorite tunes. Click here to start your 7-day free trial.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. Which is why with Farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. I got this.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Game Night is presented in part by Farmers Insurance, Bennett Center Agency, for all auto, home, specialty, life, and commercial insurance. See what a center can do for you. Back Ragnaris 4, Cam Ragnaris with 2, turns to win! Yes! Cam Ragnaris! Granville wins! DeVore regathers, takes it to the front of the net, and skies one behind Louiselle, and scores! 2-1 Granville. Both gets the right corner to Watson, catch and shoot 3, splash! Muskegon has taken the lead, 47-46. Justin Watson, another triple. He has 9, 138 in the third, and a big red lead. Here's Guy at half court. Heaves for the win. Off the side of the backboard. No good.
Cinderella! It's not midnight yet! For the first time in school history, the Zeeland West Ducks are going to the Breslin Center! Would you believe it, Chandler?
It's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation.
And hello everyone, and welcome back into Unity Christian. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer here on the Sailor Zone and Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio. We've been Unity Christian quite a bit over the years. I don't know if I've quite seen, the band's helping, I don't know if I've quite seen as much energy and as packed of a gym as we have tonight, especially for a December basketball game. These are two really good rivals. They're two teams that certainly have got Breslin Center dreams when it's all said and done, Chandler. And this is going to be one heck of a show this evening.
Yeah, I think it sure will be. Both these fan bases out to support their team early on in the season. Of course, always a really intriguing rivalry matchup between these two that we get this part of the season. And yeah, I can tell you for sure the parking lot is packed. I think I'm parked halfway to Hudsonville from here. So definitely a lot of people in this gym. I think it could get loud and it should be a fun one.
Yeah, absolutely. And two teams, I mean, the way that they match up top to bottom when you take a look at what they bring to the table. And two teams, by the way, that are also going to be in action tomorrow again on Michigan Sports Radio, both a big part of the invite. We'll have Cruz there video coverage all day, as I mentioned off the top, and then he and I are not known for being very smart. I think that's fair to say. So we're doing 4 games tomorrow at Hudsonville, all of them. Granville's in action, Muskegon's in action, and Hudsonville are all in action in terms of West Side teams, Chandler. But these two teams tonight are going to put on a show. They're going to put on a show because of the way that they match up. And I think you look at the one thing that we know of these two teams, Coach Johnson, Coach Sodsma, is it's going to be an intense basketball game. These teams defend in the full court, in the half court. You know, you think of that very famous matchup zone that Unity Christian likes to utilize, really a full court pressure system that can be utilized for South Christian on the other side. This is going to be an intense game. This is going to be a fast game, I think, above all else.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it really interesting is what these teams do well matches up with each other. It's strength on strength when you look at what they do, and both able to go up tempo a little bit. Both can change up their looks defensively, try to make the other team uncomfortable, and so both teams know each other so well like that and have the same strengths. Make a really interesting matchup back and forth.
For sure. Key players between these two squads, of course. Let's start on the wing. And let's start with South Christian. Carson Viss, he did not practice. He did not do anything basketball related after he kind of got banged up during football season where he carried that team to a state semifinal berth. He did not play or did not step on a basketball court essentially until warm up for the first game of the year. He certainly has picked up right where he left off. They're 1-1 on the season. They have a win over Holland Christian, a loss to Grand Rapids Christian to start their year as they're playing all the Christian school circuit to begin here. But Carson Viss, 6'4", I've never quite seen a fluid athlete like he is on the floor, making an impact since his sophomore year. He's a really special guy. We'll talk about how Unity Christian is going to be able to try to counter him, but Carson Viss, of course, and for good reason, gets first billing when you're talking about a pregame sense between these two teams.
We've got the opportunity to watch him over the last couple years and see his development both on the football field and now on the basketball court, and yeah, you said it, it's just a special level of athlete, and we've seen a lot of really tremendous players, and he's at the top of the list when you talk about what he can do, his ability. I think that speaks for itself that he doesn't have to practice the game of basketball. He can step on the floor, and within a couple games he's scoring 20 points against Holland Christian and like it's nothing, and yeah, his game is tremendous. And so early on in the season, still getting into the swing of things a little bit, but he's a player that can step right into it, and he's going to be ready to roll.
South Christian, a lot of great size as well. Davis Kemper, Ike Strotenbohr down low, good wings as well. This Unity Christian team this year is interesting to me. They don't necessarily have a D1 or maybe even a D2 basketball player when you look at this roster. Plenty of guys that will still be playing at the next level in multiple different sports. But this is as good of a team as I think we have seen Coach Sodsma have in several years. And they remind me in a lot of ways of the 2019 team. They are unbelievable defensively, giving up 44.7 on the season. They play with such an athleticism. Their wings, Caminga, Vancouvering, terrific athletes. Almost everyone has an ability to score in double digits every single week in terms of their starting lineup and great depth as well. This Unity team can roll 9 or 10 deep, and Coach Sodsma trusts everyone that's on the floor at all times.
Yeah, it really is just a prototypical Scott Sudzma team and a Unity Christian team, and maybe one of the best that he's had. When you look at what they've always done historically under him, is they've had that depth of guys that all are right around the same size, are really versatile. They can mix and match. They do everything really well. They don't necessarily have a scorer that they turn to, or a guy that's the guy that gets the assist, or the guy that's the rebounder. It's just they all do it really well. They get everyone chips in, does a little bit of everything, and so they can mix and match, and then the way that they utilize that and can pull the strings is really impressive.
The backcourt's so impressive. Look at the likes of Plune and Fackler for South Christian, what they're able to do. Of course, the backcourt of Sheridan, Burgess, and Burgess probably one of kind of the leading stars, the senior we've seen for 3 years now up on the varsity level for Coach Sodzma. It's going to be the benches, though, that I think make a massive difference in this ball game, and it's the depth that Unity Christian has. Like I said, I think you can count probably 5 deep that they're really easily willing to go. A South Christian team is going to be more 3 or 4 deep coming off the bench, and 9 deep, 8 or 9 deep overall. I think that's going to be a key thing when you look at the pace of this game. And I think you look at the intensity, you look at what they can do, and then also the way that this game is going to be called, the fouls. If it winds up being a more ticky-tack game, both these teams may settle back into some zones and into some more half-court stuff. If these refs let these teams play tonight, this will be one of the most physical, up-tempo games we've seen all season long, or will see all season long.
It will be, and that's what really brings the bench factor into it, is when you've got 2 teams that run up-tempo and like to do that already on their own. Of course, you got to go a little bit deeper into your bench when you're running that much, but then you add in the potential to have that foul trouble. If this game is called tightly, then start getting some guys in foul trouble. You got to go deeper into that rotation, but if they let these 2 teams play it out and get a little more physical style of basketball, which is maybe what both these coaches want, then things could get really interesting.
Mention the coaches. How about, I don't know if you can have, there's a lot of great ones, but this is as elite of a coaching battles you're going to see. Taylor Johnson, 3rd year now at South Christian, won a state championship his first year. Was an assistant, actually a head coach, elevated at Grand Valley State before coming here to South Christian. And then, of course, Coach Scott Sodzma, one of either alone or very few that have won a girls and a boys basketball state championship, and is as good, and I think as good maybe of a legendary coach maybe in the history of the state of Michigan. There's going to be, and they have systems that they're willing to change. There will be an X and O's battle tonight that we're going to have to try to keep our eyes on between 2 real geniuses of the game that are in terrific control of their teams at all times.
Yeah, really a tremendous coaching battle here. Coach Sudzma, of course, been around for a really long time, has won every type of game that there is, and we've been able to watch him for years, and the way that he can just manage a game no matter what it is, whether his team's on, whether his team's struggling, has the ability to change things up and get his team in a situation to win the game at the end. So one of the best coaches that's been around historically, and then one of the best young coaches in the game and in the area that's kind of looking to maybe fill the shoes of Sudzma as far as the next coach that could have a really long run of success, and Coach Taylor Johnson. And so have both these guys, they don't just sit back and let the game develop. A lot of times they've got their hands on it. They're pulling the strings, as we mentioned earlier, that they can change their offensive look, their defensive look, and are really masters of manipulating the game that way.
All right, national anthem and starting laps presented by Sobey Company. Coming up right on the other side of this.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
You order groceries, schedule appointments, and rides online. So why not house cleaning? Sweep is West Michigan's go-to residential cleaning service. Order cleanings in minutes by selecting the rooms and services you need on the Sweep app. Pricing is transparent, scheduling is flexible, and we're fully bonded and insured. Visit sweepllc.com to download the Sweep app or book online. First-time users use promo code FIRSTORDER to get 10% off. sweepllc.com. A cleaning in a sweep.
167 horsepower, candy red, 8 cylinders of freedom. And to think, he only let me drive it once. I've never considered myself to be a lucky man. That would be Dad. He didn't know a thing about cars, couldn't tell a hatchback from a quarterback. But somehow his just kept going, and going, and going, and going. Turns out Dad wasn't lucky. He just knew where to look.
Golf 616 is Grand Rapids' newest and most elite indoor golf facility. A place where you can refine your swing, compete in a league, or simply enjoy a round of golf with friends. Golf 616, the perfect place to sharpen your game when you can't get out on the links. located on West River Drive and 131 in Comstock Park. Find them on Facebook or online at golf616michigan.com.
Rapids Sports Hall of Fame celebrates the city's rich sports history by honoring prominent West Michigan athletes and those who have contributed greatly to sports on a local, state, or national level. A class is elected each year and then honored at an induction ceremony in the fall. They also prevent annual events in support of West Michigan athletics, and they raise funds to support local youth organizations and charities. Follow them on Facebook or check out the pictures and biographies of all 181 inductees at grshof.com.
Now we'd like to ask you to rise and gentlemen remove your hats as Unity Senior Ben Hoekstra sings our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thanks to Ben Hoekstra again for that anthem, Unity Christian student. Let's now send it back down to the public address for our starting lineups presented by Sobey Company.
Now let's meet the starters for tonight's game. First of all, for our guests from South Christian. These are the Sailor starters. At one guard, a 6'3" senior, number 2, Caleb Clune. At another guard, a 6'2" senior, number 13, Nolan Fackler. And at a third guard position, the 6'4" senior, number 11, Carson Zip. And a forward, a 6'7" senior, number 32, Ike Struckmore. And in center for the Sailors, a 6'8" senior, number 35, David Kepper. South Christian is coached by Mr. Taylor Johnson. He's assisted by Mr. Tom Struckmore and Mr. Scott Rowley. Now here are the seniors starters for your Unity Christian Crusaders. Starting at the guard of 6'3" junior, number 2, Rogan Scherr. At the other guard, a 6'3" junior, number 3, Tyler Burgess. Starting at a forward, a 6'4" junior, number 10, Jack Kaminga. At the other forward, a 6'4" senior, number 32, Matt Van Coopering. And the man in the middle for the Crusaders, a 6'7" junior, number 12, Owen Vanderwall. Unity Christian is coached by
Those are the starters in this one, as you can see up on your screen. Presented by Sobey Company. Home white jerseys, numbers in gray, trimmed in blue with gray trimming down the side, Unity across the chest like you see on your screen for Unity Christian, the same look as you see on your screen for South Christian, navy blue with numbers and trimming in white. The Sailors go left to right across your radio dial. They will send Davis Kemper in against Vanderwall for the jump. 8 minutes up on the board. And away we go. Tip back straight by Kemper. And the initial control will left to right go on to Carson Viss. Watched in the backcourt by Kyler Burgess up the right side of the floor. Turns his back into the wing. Gets a screen from Scrotenborg. Throws up top to Fackler. Fackler to the free throw line. Back turns Scrotenborg. Kemper forces up a two-hand shot. Falls short. Viss runs to the rebound, but it's poked away from him and taken nicely by Vancouvering. Throws over the timeline to Kyler Burgess. The 6'2 senior gets the offense started. Left block to Vanderwall. Backs his way in. Flips up top on to Kaminga. Hesitates. Dribble drive. Tries to flip up a shot. Poked away. Now South Christian steals it. They're back the other way with Caleb Plune. The senior has it poked by Sherd. Settled down by Carson Viss. Active hands through the first 45 seconds.
You're going to see that a lot from both teams defensively. Contesting every passing lane, getting in there, knocking the ball free.
Carson Viss drives, flips it up between two defenders and scores. Nice work right there by Viss to get our first points of the ball game. 2-0, first minute gone.
Viss able to work in the mid-range right there, drive initially, and then just pull up with the one-handed shot in the lane.
Burgess drives, floater, off the window, got the rattle and scores. The leading scorers for both of their teams. First Viss, now Burgess get their teams on the board, and Unity Christian comes up with a steal, then Carson Viss steals it straight back from Kaminga. He gets knocked out of bounds, and it gets tipped out of bounds on the way, and will stay with South Christian left to right. 6:43 first quarter. As I said a moment ago, there are hands in both directions on the basketball pretty much every time someone's touched it. This is a high-intensity man-to-man defensive game right now. Viss around a screen, stops, throws left wing to Plune. Down looking for Kemper in the paint. Poked out of there by Kaminga. Two-a-side scrum on the floor. Ball tips into the student section, stays with South Christian. Bodies finish on the floor again at the end of that possession.
Yeah, both defenses showing a lot of effort, as you'd expect right away in this one. Able to jump the passing lane right there, and then bodies from both teams on the floor trying to get the loose basketball.
Fackler inbounds, short right corner onto Viss, up fake, turns his back, backs in on Vanderwall, up fake, flips it, scores it pure. What a finish by Viss, 4-2 Sailors.
Viss looked like he was a little unbalanced underneath the rim. I think he expected maybe a bump right underneath, but still able to get the shot up and in.
Viss has all four of his team's points. Free throw line, Vancouvering turns towards the basket, shuffles the feet, travels against the pressure from Mike Scrotenborg, and it goes back South Christian's way to the boos of a very loud Satyrs student section all the way along the baseline that South Christian shooting into, plus up one of the stands. They're all in bright neon colors tonight as well. Thrown right block to Kemper, exit pass, chase down left wing, Fackler tries to feed up top to Plune, poked and stolen by Kaminga, runs the length of the floor, Fackler from behind, pokes it out of bounds. Effort plays both directions. Will be a baseline offensive inbound coming for Unity Christian. 5:54 in the first, 4-2 South.
It was a really nice steal from Kemker to get in there, and then steal. It looked like he was going to be able to take it coast to coast, but recovery by the South Christian defense. A couple guys getting back there, resetting things along the baseline.
Burgess to throw in. Got it left corner. Kaminga triggers a three. Good. Able to get the rattle. And Kaminga will put Unity Christian on top for the first time in the ball game. 5-4.
Off the baseline, out of bounds play. Kaminga gets left open in the corner. No defender there, and he hits down the corner three.
Carson Viss pulls up into a three. Splash! High arcing triple. 7-5 SC. All 7 to Carson Viss. Boy, he's special.
Yeah, done it all. So far the mid-range, drove to the basket and got the lay-in, and then now from beyond the arc.
Top of the key, Vancouvering. Piers now throws it on to Sherd. Up fake, drives inside the arc. Long two, splash. That one was pure. We're tied at 7. How about some of the shot making right now as Sherd hits that one?
And teams have been able to get into the half court and then been able to get some shots up. It's been some issues getting the ball. That's where the turnovers have been. A lot of deflections, trying to get down the floor.
Free throw line, Scrotenborg into the corner. Triple try. The lefty, Kemper, splash. The big guy knocks it down. 10-7 South Christian. Points abound early in this one. 4:52 in the first. Burgess throws it left to Kaminga. Bounds around a screen, kicks up top to Sherd, up fake, right wing. Vancouvering, hands off, extra pass. It's read nicely by Carson Viss, going the other way, dribbles once and jams with two hands. Steal, well read into a slam for Viss.
Viss just read that one the whole way, long pass across the floor, and you can see that one able to jump it and then take it all the way and slam it home.
Viss with 9 of his team's 12, they lead at 12-7. Right wing Sherd going to work against Viss, throws up top on Burgess to Sherd. Now back to Burgess, right wing. Skip pass, free throw line, Vanderwall works the pivot foot, drives, no look pass nicely onto Vancouvering, reverse layup is good. Nice vision from the big guy.
Great cut by Vancouvering, realizing the defender, looking the other way, able to go backdoor, slip the pass in between, and nice finish.
Viss escape pass, looking for Kemper out of a double team, stolen away by Vanderwall, onto Vancouvering, behind the defense, right hand layup is good. 12-11, Vancouvering with quick 4 unanswered run of his own right here, 3:45 in the first.
Crusaders able to get another turnover, turn that into transition points, and Vancouvering adding another bucket.
What a fun start to this game. Viss backing it on Burgess, right corner. Spins, leaner from 15, got fouled and sent down to the floor. Unity Christian student section doesn't love it, but it will send Carson Viss to the line for the first time in this game. 3:32, first quarter. That whistle is on Burgess for his first end. The lefty Viss on his way to Western Michigan will go to the line. He had 25 points last Friday against Holland Christian, 7 assists too, in case you don't think he wasn't sharing the basketball, which of course he is. One of the most special players in all of West Michigan, maybe the most special player in all of West Michigan. First free throw is good. It's 13-11. Carson Viss on a tear. He's got double digits already with 3.5 in the first. Couple of substitutions. Sorry, CT. Austin Burgess coming in here for South Christian along with J.J. Moderman. Viss one more at the line, and he's able to knock that one down. 11 now for number 11. Viss, what a start.
Yeah, really impressive. They're able to feel the contact in the short corner. I think the Unity Christian student section thought maybe he just lost his balance and was stumbling, but able to draw the contact and then spin and get the shot up.
Drive, Burgess through 2 defenders, flip shot, no, but the follow, tipped up and scored by Vancouvering. He has the last 6 for Unity Christian. By the way, Chapman and Landstra have joined the unit right now for Coach Sodsma. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Left wing, here's Kemper. 14-13, South Christian. Turnaround shot in the lane. Viss, oh my goodness, it's good. Tightly defended, spins into the 2. Viss has 13 at 16-13.
Really had to put some mark on that one, too, to get over the taller defender in Chapman.
Brogan Sherd up top for Burgess. Thinks about the deep 3. He's got the big defender Davis Kemper on. Up fake to Sherd, top of the key with 2:44 in the first, 3-point lead. Sherd around a screen, now steps into a 24-foot 3. Off the connector, no. Fight for the rebound, chase left wing. South Christian's got it here with Austin Burgess, the sophomore. 2.5 in the first. Coach Johnson barking out some calls to his team, setting up the offense on the other side of the floor. Burgess skips top of the key for Kemper. Kemper holds with 2 hands, starts the dribble against Chapman. Fakes the handoff to Burgess. Pumping, looking for a passing lane, throws it left wing to Moderman. The junior with 2:14 in the first. Moderman to the free throw line. Throws right corner Viss. Let the defender go by. Up fakes again. Launches a 3. Rattles out, and the rebound is ripped down by Landstra. 2 minutes to go in the first. Unity Christian down 3 with the ball. Right corner for Sherd. Up top for Burgess. Swung left wing Landstra. Extra pass left corner to Vancouvering. Up top, Burgess had some time. Drives back right though. Shuffled his feet while doing so. Getting a little too fast to go back the other way. Subs for both teams. We'll see Dahan come on the floor for South Christian here, along with Tyler Brinks, and also some subs now late coming in for Unity Christian, as they will bring in Cody Walters for the first time. South will take it, 1:52, first quarter, 16-13 is their lead. First quarter is presented by Choice One Bank here on the Sailor Zone and South Christian basketball on Michigan Sports Radio tonight. On game night on Michigan Sports Radio as well. Caleb Plume driving through a couple of defenders. Bounces, right-hand shot off the window and good. He's got his first points of the game. 18-13, Unity Christian attacking with some pace back the other way. In the corner, Kaminga throws down into the block to Chapman. 2-hand shot is blocked by Brinks, but a foul will send Chapman to the line. At River Ridge Dentistry, Dr. Jeff Helmus and Dr. Alexandra Mauring take the time to build relationships with patients and their families. From professional teeth whitening to restorative dental implants, the River Ridge team works tirelessly every day to earn your trust with unparalleled customer service that always puts you, the patient, first. Find them online at riverridgedentistry.com. First free throw for Chapman is pure as he gets on the score sheet, the big 6'6" senior, for the first time. And since 2009, Burgess Surveying has been helping Michigan grow by providing accurate land surveys. Regardless of your project size, you can be confident that we'll complete your land survey, as the second one for Chapman is also good. He's able to hit them both pure. They'll be able to complete your land survey with precision, attention to detail, and responsiveness that are foundation to their process, because those are the qualities that their clients approve and appreciate most. That's Burgess Surveying. Plume pass up top, and the passing lane is read nicely by Caminga. Steals, drives the other way, and gets wrapped up around the waist by Burgess for the second foul of the quarter on South Christian. Couple of subs again for both teams. We talked about it. These teams are not willing to, or are willing to go deep in their bench, and with the pace of the game, they're having to do just that.
Yeah, already in the first quarter, rotating through pretty deep, both of these benches. Right there, Caminga able to poke it free. He's had a couple of those deflections that almost turned into transition points. Austin Burgess just committing the foul.
On the inbound, some issues for Burgess. He was well stopped up in front by Fackler, and a 5-second call will left to right give South Christian the basketball back. 1:10 to go, first quarter. Traveling Navy Blues. Near side will be Carson Viss walking in front of Coach Johnson to set up the offense. What a start for Viss. He has 13 of his team's 18 in this ball game. Hands it off for a curling Chuck DeHaan. They did that quite a bit in the football season as well. Throws back right corner to Viss. Viss all the way across, left corner onto Fackler. Fackler forces it down left block to Moderman. Works the pivot, skip pass into the paint. On its way to Kemper. Is poked and stolen away by Burgess. Flips the right corner, Caminga. Up fake, drive. Got run into and fouled by Fackler. Third of the quarter on South Christian. SC Faithful don't love the call. Fackler goes palms up at it, but some contact there. And it will stay with Unity Christian. 18-15 Sailors, 40.5 in the first quarter. As it'll be Moderman going to the bench here for Kemper.
Fackler trying to move the feet along the baseline to cut off the baseline drive. Caminga catching in the corner and was looking to attack, but just a bump with the hip, just enough to draw the foul call.
Burgess left corner to Caminga. Drives in the paint. Floater, pure. Really good touch on that one. Unity Christian back within a point. Caminga's got 5. Kemper with 29, left wing to Viss. Launches a deep three. Rattles out over top of Burgess. Kemper tracks down the rebound. Up top to Viss at the volleyball line. Left wing to Fackler. Inside the free throw line to Scrotenboer. Throws it on to Kemper. Got tipped there. Got to the corner to DeHaan. Up fake. Drives. Right hand shot swatted by Chapman. Back the other way with numbers. On to Caminga. Left hand shot strong. But a foul will send Caminga to the line with 5.8 in the first. And gave Unity Christian a chance at the lead. Let Kent Butcher Supply help you with all of your food handling needs. Kent Butcher Supply Company has been serving the meat industry for over 60 years. From spices to knives to large equipment, we've got what you need. Shop Kent Butchers today, your local resource for all your butcher supplies. That one, the second foul on Fackler. Free throw up, free throw rattles out, no good for Caminga. 4th on the team. Plume will check in for Fackler off that foul. Just the one foul right now on Unity Christian. They can tie the game here with Caminga at the line. Bends the knees, right hand free throw, good. Got the rattle, we're tied at 18. What a high-level basketball game, fun basketball game this one's been. Over the timeline, Kemper at the buzzer, launches a long three, missed it all wide to the left. That'll do it for the first quarter. What a contest, 18 all after one. Don't go anywhere, I know you're not going to. We'll be right back.
Having a hard time hearing tonight's game? Hi, I'm Brock Conkle from Michigan Sports Radio, and after putting it off for many years, I decided to contact Miracle Ear and get my hearing tested, and sure enough had significant hearing loss. The friendly staff at Miracle Ear fitted me with hearing aids, and life is so much more enjoyable being able to hear the things that I've been missing. Go to miracle-ear.com to schedule your free hearing evaluation. There's a location near you.
I don't know who was. Welcome back. Second quarter. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer here from Unity Christian. That was a lot of fun. These two teams are playing fast. They're knocking down shots. That was a very high-level first quarter of play, as we expected.
Yeah, it sure was. Both ends of the floor, and kind of playing out to what we expected a little bit there in the first as well. Unity Christian, 5 different scorers. Leading scorer, 6 Vancouvering and Caminga. And then for South Christian, 13 points from Carson Viss.
A little bit of a zone trap here in the half court for South Christian. Handoff, right corner. Unity Christian, the basketball with Sherd. Skips it short right corner onto Vanderwall. Jump stop, clutches. Two-hand shot blocked by Scrotenmore. It'll stay with Unity Christian, though, on the rebound to Sherd right wing. Sherd right side on to Lanstra. Back up top in front of the timeline. Offense gets reset here by the 6'3 junior Sherd. Fakes around the screen left, now drives right. Drops right corner, Vancouvering. Lanstra, extra pass, left corner for Vanderwall. Vanderwall curls into the lane. Leaner off the front of the rim, no, through a little bit of pressure. A lot of pressure right there. It's back the other way with Davis Kemper. Kemper, right corner onto Burgess. Burgess trapped up, able to escape onto Kemper. Extra pass, left corner onto Carson Viss. What a first quarter he had with 13. He'll launch a 3, rattles it down. Carson Viss again, 21-18.
A lot of space for Carson Viss off the ball screen. Chapman unable to fight through it. Carson Viss has a lot of room and knocks down his second triple of the game.
Vanderwall, back right wing for sure. Defended here by Burgess. Handoff, right wing Lanstra. Lanstra up top, Vancouvering. Defended by Carson Viss. Dump pass, left elbow for Chapman, who's back turned here on Scrotenborg. Goes to work, lost the handle, stolen by Carson Viss. He'll weave up the middle of the floor. Behind the back dribble, kicked it on the floor, came on to Lanstra. Pass down the floor, high pointed, stolen by Plune. Left wing, Kemper. Left corner, Viss. Up fake, jump stop, back on to Kemper. Kemper up top to Burgess. Right wing with 6'13 on to Plune. 21-18, South Christian. Defended here by Vancouvering. Right corner, Burgess. Nice reach around pass for Scrotenborg. Turns, hook shot, front rim, no. Rebound, Vanderwall. Unity Christian, the basketball. Second quarter, presented by Burgess Concrete Construction. You see the basketball, left block onto Chapman. Gets grabbed and fouled from behind for the first foul of the quarter. That one is on Scrotenborg for his first.
Crusaders able to set up quickly there, get into their offense. Chapman getting positioning on the left block right away, and they get the basketball into him, force the early foul.
Burgess inbound from baseline left here for Coach Sodsman, Unity Christian. Lobs it up top to Chapman, the big guy. Drops there for a curling Caminga in between the rings. Caminga down low, nice give and go. Chapman to the basket, right hand shot is good, and a foul. One more coming up with a chance to tie the game on the and one for Jake Chapman.
After he just drew the foul against Scrotenmore, they go right back to him, get the matchup that they like, feed him the basketball. On the right side this time, able to get the shot to drop in and the foul.
4 points off the bench right now for Chapman. That one, the second foul, by the way, the ball game. Whistled on Brinks. DeYoung, or DeHaan, I should say, will check in here for Burgess. Chapman looking to complete the three-point play. The 6'6 senior bends the knees, high-arcing free throw, rattles out no. He remains with 4 points in the game. Brinks tracks down the rebound. Carson Viss will take it with 5:44 in the second. 21-20, South Christian up a point. Pass right side. Passing lane is read by Lanstra, poked into the Unity Christian bench. Will stay with South Christian with 5:39. It will be Kemper to throw in. Lobs in front of the timeline, near side left to right, on to Carson Viss. Watched tightly defensively by Caminga. Up top for Kemper. Lost the handle, poking on him defensively, Vancouvering. Kemper regathers, drives the baseline, turns his back at the left block. Kemper turns again, reaches a pass, but a whistle first as he got grabbed and fouled by Jake Chapman. I believe they'll get the call on that one. That is the first foul of the quarter on Unity Christian. Sorry, foul will get whistle on Vancouvering for his first. 5:25 in the second. Left side inbound along the baseline for DeHaan. DeHaan lobs it up top for a leaping Kemper. Defended tightly here by Burgess. Drops it for Plume. Plume, Burgess all over him. Swung right wing to Viss. Defended by Kaminga. Scrotenborg sets a screen. Viss goes around. It gets picked up on the switch by Vancouvering. Viss spins into the paint. Stops. Travels. Lost the handle. Kaminga came up talking in his face. There was a whistle from behind. The official, I don't think he's going to call a foul, but he did tell Kaminga to stop. Now he may call a tech. He's telling the official to get back over here. He wants Carson Viss and Jack Kaminga to have a word with him about their pleasantries that were expressed there at the end of that play. No fouls, but a talking to for both of the leaders for their two teams. 5 minutes to go, second quarter. Intensity picking up, 21-20 South Christian. Burgess stops at the free throw line, drops for Kaminga, drives on Plume, short right corner, lobs up top for Burgess, left wing for Vancouvering. Vancouvering in between the rings to Kaminga. Kaminga drives on Plume, leaner off the window and good, and Unity Christian goes on top.
Really nice attack of the basket on the right side from Kaminga. Had some defenders there, just able to go high off the glass.
Caleb Plume gets fouled by Lanstra there. One Unity Christian parent in the front row is immediately up in that call in the front row. Like I said, it is packed to the gills and beyond here. And these are two very loud and very into it, as always, fan bases tonight. And you add on what's going on the court as well. This is as intense of a rivalry as you're going to find in West Michigan, and a highly played game as well. Highly intensely played game as well. Left corner on for DeHaan. DeHaan up top for Plume. Defended here by Burgess. Back left wing to DeHaan. He's watched, arm spread wide by Chapman. Off the bounce. Leaning shot. Off the window, no. Charging down to the floor, DeHaan. Back the other way comes Unity Christian. Flip, right corner, Sherd. Transition three. Swatted by Moderman. Cleaned up down low by Jake Chapman. Able to follow and score off the window. Chapman with 6 off the bench. 4 minutes to go, second quarter.
Crusaders capitalizing off the partially blocked shot right there. Goes right to Chapman, gives him a perfect pass where he can go right up and in.
Viss trailing by 3, drives, flips it up. I think there's going to be a foul. There's a kind of kickball and a foul that was whistled in by the official. A foul called first on the falling flip to the floor on the trip there against Carson Viss. And Viss will find his way to the line. That the second foul call on Max Vancouvering of the ball game, the third of the quarter on the Crusaders. And now the foul is going to get changed to being on the floor and before the shot. I think that's probably the right call. It would be a baseline left inbound for the Sailors. Vanderwall comes in here for Chapman, who has given his team some great minutes off the bench.
Yeah, sure. As the foul called right where Carson Viss was looking to turn the corner on the left side.
Viss feeds, cutting Scrotenborg. Finger roll is pure, 24-23. Scrotenborg able to get his first points of this ball game and bring his team back within 1. Burgess right wing defended by Viss. Crossover, up top Vancouvering, up fake, dribble drive, bang shoulders, floater, no, strong, rebound Viss, forces down through the hands of Moderman. And it's out of bounds off of Moderman into the student section who's charged up for UC. And it will go back the other way. Lanstra will check in here for Vancouvering. 3.5 to go, second quarter, 24-23.
Yeah, Sailors thought they had numbers right there. It was going to be 3-on-2 trying to get up the floor, but they end up turning it over in the corner themselves.
Burgess near side right to left. Double team there, skips it to a running Vanderwall, spins left block, hook shot strong, rebound ripped down by Lanstra. He'll turn, right hand hook is no, and the rebound is down with South Christian. 3 minutes to go in the first half, 24-23 Unity. Viss turns his back left wing. Viss, left corner Plume, triggers a 3, splash! South Christian back on top, Caleb Plume in a rhythm. Good find from Viss, and good finish for the senior. He's got 5.
This draws a lot of attention right there. Defense respecting him, and he's just able to dump it off to Plume in the wing.
Left wing, Sherd with space, 3. That one's good. Trading triples, 27-26, UC back on top.
It's going to be that kind of game where if one team hits a shot, it seems to be a quick answer right the other way. They don't wait to hit one later on. It's going to be back and forth.
Viss escape pass right wing for Plume. Lobbing to Scrotenborg, who got fronted and got grabbed. No, an offensive foul. It'll get whistled here on Scrotenborg, and it'll go back the other way. 3 fouls on either team in the quarter. 2:26 in the second, 27-26 Unity Christian. Davis Kemper will check in off Scrotenborg's second foul. It's actually Moderman going back to the bench. Burgess now will come in for Scrotenboer as well. Both teams have gone more half-court defensively, but that really hasn't meant anything in terms of the turnovers and the defensive intensity, what they're doing in the half-court, as we, of course, expected. Landstra. All over him is DeHaan. Left wing with space. Sherd tries again. Too strong, back rim, rebound, Carson Viss with 2 minutes. Viss crosses over the timeline. Top of the key. Viss hesitates, bounds his way in. Escape pass, right corner DeHaan, put it off his own foot, out of bounds. Unity Christian basketball. Carson Viss just the 3 points in the second quarter after he dominated the first. Fackler will check in for Carson Viss here as Fackler finally gets back on the floor after his long rest with 2 fouls.
Crusaders been able to cut off Carson Viss right there. He was looking to probe again, trying to drive to the basket, but they forced him to pass out. And then Burgess able to make a play out there and knock the ball free.
Burgess defended by the lanky Kemper. Hands off just to his left side on the right wing to Kaminga. 1:48 in the second. 1 point lead for Unity Christian. Home white jerseys for them. Skip pass, right corner. Vanderwall up top to Burgess. Put the moves on. Hands off instead for Burgess. Nice extra pass. Landstra backdoor all alone. Right hand shot is good. Ari Landstra with his first points in the ball game. 29-26 Unity with 90 seconds in the first half. Sailors have got it right wing with DeHaan. Bounds around a Kemper screen. Gets picked up by Vanderwall. Reaching pass on the floor. Bodies collapse. Vanderwall caught something to the face out of the scrum. Ploon is all alone and pushes one down and good to get his team within 1. Vanderwall slow back to his feet off an official timeout. Is going to be good to stay in the ballgame. 1:16 second quarter. 29-26 now. Vanderwall will leave as Chapman comes in his place. All right, final minute 16 here of this Burgess Concrete Construction second quarter. What a ball game it's been. Burgess skips right corner to Kaminga. Unity Christian leads it by 1. Defended here by Ploon. Kaminga to the free throw line. Left wing Sherd. Up fake. Drives. Passes. Left corner with space. Burgess 3. Rattles out no. DeHaan leaping rebound near side onto Burgess. South Christian and Owen Burgess on the run. Left wing for Fackler. Fackler drives on Landstra, stops left elbow, up top for DeHaan. DeHaan with 43 seconds in the second. Up top Kemper, the lefty, tries the 3, splash! South Christian back on top is Kemper. The big guy knocks down the triple. He's got 13 in the ball game.
The big guy showing he can shoot the basketball from the perimeter. That's his second 3 already. That's a part of his game. Defense sagging off a little bit, and he makes him pay.
Kemper had 7 blocks a week ago against Holland Christian, by the way, in that Friday night showdown. Last time that South Christian was in action. 17 seconds. Kyler Burgess taking his time. He'll wait for the final shot as South Christian has gone up 31-29. A hard foul there by DeHaan. He came up with his palms up at the end of the play like, oh, I didn't do anything or I wasn't meaning anything, but he certainly dove at Burgess hard as every foul has been tough. There will be a line change nearly right here. 4 of 5 get swapped out for Coach Johnson, including Crochelle, who will come on the floor along with Owen Burgess for the first time. We've been seeing Austin Burgess on the floor. Here's Kyler Burgess for Unity Christian through 2 defenders. Reaching shot with 5, no. Kemper grabs the board, throws it the length of the floor. Viss settles it down, clutches. Shot is up at the buzzer. He wants a foul call. He won't get it. We will go to halftime. 31-29. What a half of play that one was as we transition on to our River Ridge Dentistry halftime show. At River Ridge Dentistry, Dr. Jeff Helmus and Dr. Alexandra Maring take the time to build relationships with patients and their families, from professional teeth whitening to restorative dental implants. The River Ridge team works tirelessly every day to earn your trust with unparalleled customer service that always puts you, the patient, first. Contact them at riverridgedentistry.com. Thoughts?
Tightly contested first half there. It was a lot of what we expected. To really intense defense on both sides, some incredible shot making when the teams got opportunities, and setting up to be a really good one.
Yeah, boy, that was a ton of fun. And by the way, since 2009, Burgess Surveying has been helping Michigan grow by providing accurate land surveys. Regardless of your project size, you can be confident that we'll complete your land survey with precision, attention to detail, responsiveness, and communication that are foundational to our process, because these are the qualities that our clients appreciate most. That's Burgess Surveying. 31-29, South Christian on top, Unity Christian. We have a lot more to get to on our Burgess Surveying halftime show, our River Ridge Dentistry halftime show here on the Sailor Zone and Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio. Do not go anywhere. Once again, I know you're not going anywhere. This is going to be a fun finish to this one.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Have you recently collided with a deer or been caught in an unfortunate accident? Don't worry, Car Center Collision and Glass is your trusted partner to bring your vehicle back to life. With convenient branches in Cedar Springs, Burton Heights, Alpine, and Big Rapids, we're right around the corner to provide expert assistance. From collision repairs to mechanical fixes, we're your one-stop solution for all your car needs. Check us out at carcentermi.com.
You ever thought about a career in metal manufacturing? Today, careers in robotics, product development, engineering, and IT are just some of the few of the outstanding careers available. There are hundreds of businesses in West Michigan looking for people just like you and are willing to provide the training you need. Go to youarehired.pma.org or click on the PMA logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage. There's an opportunity for a lifelong career, and it's in your hands.
The 76 Diner and Truck Stop would like to invite you and your families to come and check out their diner. With locations in both Byron Center and Coopersville, they're a great place to stop before or after the game. They have a wide variety of menu choices to feed all the kids. They serve breakfast hot all day, and they're able to accommodate all of your large group needs. Their full menu is available for takeout orders, and they have online ordering at 76truckstopdiner.com.
Do you have a distressed home you'd like to sell? Did you inherit a home you'd like to move on from with ease? Are you a tired landlord and it's just time? For Real buys and sells as-is homes with a mission to create real estate upside for everyone. We're fast, fair, for real. Call or visit For Real today for your free 15-minute consultation. 616-816-2028.
Welcome back, everyone, to the River Ridge Dentistry halftime show. By the way, a couple more sponsors here that help present the Sailor Zone on Michigan Sports Radio's Game Night on MSR combines with the Sailor Zone here this evening. Choice One Bank is a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. They see the opportunity for you and your family. Choice One Bank is a member FDIC. For over 40 years, Sturk Cleaning's goal has been to exceed customer expectations. Mention this ad and receive a 15% discount on carpet cleaning services over $150 through March from Sturk Cleaning. And since 1984, Burgess Concrete Construction has been excelling at commercial and industrial concrete projects. They offer services in concrete construction, polished concrete, concrete pumping, and much more. Burgess Concrete Construction is building West Michigan, constructing careers, and developing a future for the next generation. Lastly, Hulst Heating and Cooling specializes in commercial and residential home heating and cooling, family-owned and conducting themselves with the highest integrity. That's Hulst Heating and Cooling. Chandler, our scoring recap from a fast and furious first half.
All right, for the Crusaders, Kaminga led the way, 8 points. Vancouver and Chapman each with 6 points. Sherd had 5. Burgess and Lancer each with 2 points. For the Sailors, leading all scorers in the first half, Carson Viss, 16 points. Ploon had 7, Kemper with 6, and Scrotenborg with 2.
Yeah, I mean, an interesting first half for sure. Let's take a look here back at a couple of highlights. Let's start out with Carson Viss in this one. He hit an early 3 to open things and then turned defense into offense on this steal. How many around a screen, kicks up top to Sherd, up fake, right wing, Vancouvering, hands off, extra pass. It's read nicely by Carson Viss, going the other way, dribbles once and jams with 2 hands. Steal, well read into a slam for Viss. Jake Chapman was one of the most important players in this game. Off of the bench, he had a big 6 points, and this and one, and this tough finish certainly was a very big part of that. There for a curling Kaminga in between the rings. Kamiga down low. Nice give and go. Chapman to the basket. Right-hand shot is good. And a foul. One more coming up with a chance to tie the game on the and one for Jake Chapman. And lastly, South Christian does have the lead into the break, but a big electric moment. Brogan Sherd knocked down this big triple to take the lead right before South Christian would knock one down to answer. But in a game of back and forth, big three right here from Sherd from that first half.
This draws a lot of attention right there. Defense respecting him, and he's just able to dump it off to Plune in the wing.
Left wing, Sherd with space, three. That one's good. Trading triples. 27-26, UC back on top. All right, we're going to step aside here on this River Ridge Dentistry halftime show on the Sailor Zone and game night on Michigan Sports Radio. 31-29 at the break. South Christian over Unity Christian. A very, 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 very fun second half is on the way.
We are Centennial Securities,
an independent firm with a team of committed professionals
who strive to exceed our clients' expectations by giving outstanding service.
We're proud to be part of our community where we live and work.
Gear up this season with the MGN Shop, featuring everything from t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats and outerwear, to water bottles, stickers, and other accessories that help show off your style and your support of Game Night, the Granville Bulldogs, and more. To shop, click on the Shop Merch tab at the top of MichiganGameNight.com and browse nearly 50 items. And be sure to check in frequently as new items are added throughout the season. That's the MGN Shop through MichiganGameNight.com.
Upgrade to Music Jams Premium to get uninterrupted listening on all your favorite tunes. Click here to start your 7-day free trial.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. Which is why with Farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. I got this.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Game Night is presented in part by Farmers Insurance, Bennett Center Agency, for all auto, home, specialty, life, and commercial insurance. See what a center can do for you.
Welcome back here to Game Night in Sailor Zone on Michigan Sports Radio. Halftime show presented by River Ridge Dentistry. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer, 31-29 at the half. South Christian over Unity Christian, opening up a really fun weekend here on Michigan Sports Radio. A whole bunch of games tonight. And then, of course, as we mentioned, tomorrow, every game live video from the invite. We'll have our respective broadcast teams there at Calvin and then at Hudsonville. Chandler and myself are going to be showing up there by 11 something, and we aren't leaving until I don't know when, because we're going to be on the air from 1 to 9.
Yep.
And we are going to be bringing you video coverage from Hudsonville of every game. Granville's in action, Hudsonville's in action, Muskegon is in action, so that'll be maybe a lot of fun.
Hopefully.
It's going to be a long day regardless. He already hates me for it. I already hate myself for it. But we'll be there all day tomorrow. So every game, if you're going to be at the Invite or if you're going to be at Hudsonville, you can watch all the other games on Michigan Sports Radio all day. If you want to bounce between them, just have your phone up. That's probably what we'll have on the booth, trying to keep an eye on what's going on. So certainly make sure you do that. All right, second half, Chandler, about 20 seconds away. I mean, adjustments, it certainly feels like we kind of saw the adjustment. The offenses ran wild in that first half, both teams nearly scoring 20. Defenses were able to clamp down a little bit in that second quarter. And if I know these two coaches, especially Coach Sodsby, you think that defense probably is going to continue to find a way to get an upper hand here throughout this second half.
Yeah, you have to imagine that these teams, coaching staff so well known for the adjustments that they make, that they're going to be able to tinker with some things that they saw in the first half and come up with a different game plan or a slightly adjusted game plan here in the second half. I think for the Sailors, Carson Viss had a tremendous first quarter, scored 13 of his 16 in the first, and then the Crusaders making the change and really taking away his ability to drive to the basket with the basketball. So who's going to be that scorer that steps up alongside of him, or can they get Carson Viss involved off the ball? think for Unity Christian, they went matchup zone a little bit in that second quarter. We'll see if they go back to it here.
They trap on Viss as South Christian has the ball to start the second half. Kemper, nice find, cutting Fackler, able to score off the window. Fackler's first points of the ball game after he battled some first half foul trouble. It's 33-29. Now Unity Christian first offensive possession, and the Kent Butcher Supply third quarter. Drive, left baseline, Vanderwall lost the handle, Scrotenborg steals, and Viss is off and running on the Fackler. Drives into Burgess, left corner, Kemper, left wing, Carson Viss hesitates, drive, underhand feed, Scrotenborg, left-hand shot off the window and good. Very good start offensively and defensively for South Christian here.
A couple nice offensive possessions there. Carson Viss drawing the attention to two defenders and just underhand able to shovel it over to Scrotenborg.
South Christian, a little bit of a 2-3 zone right here in the half court. Right elbow, Vanderwall. Able to escape a pass, top of the key on the Caminga. First minute gone, third quarter, 35-29, South Christian. South continues to work out of a 2-3 zone right here. Burgess hesitates, top of the key, into the soft spot of the zone. Floater is good. That's exactly how you have to try to attack that sort of defensive look.
Yeah, very collected there for the Unity Christian offense, knowing what they're up against defensively.
Unity stays more man-to-man. Carson Viss forces up a shot from the free throw line, missed it off some good pressure defensively, and it's back the other way up the left side of the floor with Brogan Sherd. Sherd, right wing Burgess, dribbles into a three. That one falls short. Rebound tracked down by Caminga. Down 4. It stays with Unity Christian. Sherd, left elbow. Vanderwall, no-look pass Vancouvering. Tipped around, stolen by Scrotenborg. Here's Kemper. Coach Sodsma will get Chapman in. He's got his signature blue towel out, waving it around right now, trying to climb his defense into this one defensively right now. Here is Viss. Defended by Sherd. Viss gave it on, a quick pass to Scrotenborg. Scrotenborg drives, two-hand shot blocked into the stands by Vanderwall. Will stay with South Christian. Here comes Chapman for Vanderwall. 5:55 third quarter, 35-31 South Christian. They've got it offensively.
So he's trying to run the pick and roll with Scrotenborg, and as he got to the basket, Vanderwall able to recover and make the block underneath.
Carson Viss to throw in, having some issues. Lobs to the volleyball line to Plune. Left wing, Kemper through the hands of Scrotenborg, out of bounds on the quick pass. Good pressure in front of him from Caminga. Unity Christian takes it. The Crusaders in their home white jerseys. Numbers in gray, trimmed in blue like you see on your screen, and also like you see on your screen, the navy blues with the white letters, numbering, and trimming for South Christian on the other side. Both these teams wear Jordan-branded uniforms. Burgess, left wing, on to Sherd, up fake, drive, skips it back right side to Burgess, able to rip it away from a late arriving defender, throw on to Caminga, through some pressure, Caminga, tough pass, Vancouvering cuts the baseline, and Vancouvering scores off the window. He's got 8, and Unity Christian back within 2.
Another really well executed attack against that 2-3 zone right there, able to get it to the corner. Looked like they were going to be in trouble for a split second, but a tremendous cut by Vancouvering.
Carson Viss trying to get it going, double teamed, right block, forces up a shot, strong, rebound on to Burgess. They've done a terrific job defensively on Viss the last quarter and a half. Burgess, stutter step, drive, flips up a floater, blocked by Kemper, but he got a piece of the head, and a foul is whistled. And that will send Burgess to the line. First foul of the game on Kemper. Austin Burgess is set to check in with 5:04 in the third right here for Coach Taylor Johnson.
Burgess just able to float there for a second. Looked like he was going to go up, and then saw the last-second attempt to try to block the shot, and just able to float there for a little second longer and draw the contact in the air.
First free throw rattles in. Carson Viss is going to take a seat. I don't think Coach Johnson liked a couple of the forced shots right there that Carson took on his last couple of possessions. He'll get a quick break. Burgess, second free throw, good. We're tied again. Anytime there's a run, you know there's one coming back the other way. It's 35-all. A three-quarter court 1-2-2 trap is on right here for Unity Christian. They're bringing out their trapping matchup zone. Right corner on to Plune. Right wing on for Burgess. Up top for Kemper. Unity now will settle into a half-court man-to-man off that trap. Kemper drives, clutches, left-hand shot short, but a foul on Chapman will send Davis Kemper to the line. Both of these coaches starting to go deep into their bag right now defensively, as we certainly expected to see.
Yeah, I can't imagine a coincidence either that Coach Suzuma going to that pressure the second Carson Viss leaves the floor. But pretty good job by the Sailors there, getting the ball across the timeline and then getting into their offense.
That's the first foul on Chapman, and that one rattles home for Kemper. He's got 14 points now in this game. The big lefty, 6'7", angles himself at the line, bends the knees, left-hand free throw is good. Able to hit them both. Good game for Kemper continuing here in this one. And South Christian takes a 37-35 lead with 4:40 in the third. South Christian now in a three-quarter court trap of their own. They're now back into that 2-3 zone, out of it. Right wing, Kaminga jabs around a defender, drives the baseline, flips for Burgess. Two-hand shot, swatted by Scrotenborg. Fight for the rebound, collapsing bodies, a whistle and a foul. I think they're going to get Chapman on the first contact for Unity Christian. Yes, that's exactly what it's going to be. Second foul of the quarter on Unity Christian. Carson Viss coming back in. So now Unity using that 1-2-2 zone and an extended 2-3 trapping zone into a 2-3 half-court zone right now for South Christian. This will be Austin Burgess, the sophomore. 4:20 to go, third quarter. 37-35 South Christian. Burgess left wing for Viss, and a leaping Sherd will paddle that one out of bounds. Left side inbound here. Carson Viss to throw it in after he has a conversation with Coach Johnson. 4:13 to go in the third. 2-point lead for South Christian. Austin Burgess in between the rings. Back left wing to Viss. Fakes a pass, now throws it top of the key to Plune. Plune, left side onto Kemper. Hesitates, holds it high, works the pivot, lobs for Plune left corner. Plune up top to Burgess. Austin Burgess surveys, throws left wing. Kemper tries a three over top of Sherd. It's good. That was a tough one. 40-35 South Christian.
Just able to shoot over top of the smaller defender there. Kemper, his third triple now of the game.
Kaminga top of the key. Hands it off for Sherd, got it back, thrown left wing. Burgess into a three, too strong, rebound through the hands of Chapman. Now he's able to save it nicely. Up top, Kaminga, three, rattles off the left side of the rim, no. Rebound down to Vancouvering. Up top, swung left corner now. Burgess, three, good. They got three looks at it. He hits the third one. Burgess makes it a 2-point game.
Just an effort possession right there from the Crusaders. Chapman initially chasing down the loose ball in the corner, keeps possession alive. They get a couple looks at it. Eventually, Burgess able to hit one.
40-38, 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Scrotenborg left wing for Viss. Left corner for Plune. Looks to drive the baseline, cut off by Vancouvering. Plune throws inside, expertly read, and picked straight off by a running Kaminga. Kaminga coast to coast to the basket. Right-hand shot is strong, but a foul will send Jack Kaminga to the line with a chance to tie it there. 2 fouls on either team now in the quarter, 2:53 in the third, and that one is whistled on Plune for his first.
Kaminga has done a nice job of picking his spots in the open floor here tonight through 3 quarters. Has found the time and place when he can push it a little bit, get in transition, able to do so right there and draw the foul.
Able to splash the first one down for Kaminga. He's closing in on double digits in the ball game. Moderman will check in for Burgess. Plune will also take a seat as Fackler comes in for him. Vanderwall back out there as Vancouvering takes a seat for Unity Christian. Jahan also sees his first action now of the second half. Kaminga to tie the game at the line. Right hand free throw's good. Kaminga with 10 in the ball game. Lanstra will check in here for Kaminga. Off the made shot, it's 40-all with 2:53 in the third. Carson Viss, 13 points in the first quarter, 3 in the second quarter. Has not scored in the second half. Here's the matchup zone for Unity Christian. Down low, cutting Fackler, right corner for Dahan, starts the dribble. Dahan up top for Kemper, the signature matchup zone defense. Well-read pass, Kemper whips it down low to a cutting Fackler, and Fackler is able to score off the window to put South Christian back on top. Left wing for Sherd. Right side, Kyler Burgess back to Sherd. Top of the key, triple try, off the mark for Sherd, and chase for the ball out of bounds. It's going to go South Christian's way. So the matchup zone for Unity Christian in the 2-3 zone right now for South Christian. We talked about before the game, these coaches are going to match up big-time X's and O's down the stretch. We're seeing it.
Yeah, they sure are, going back and forth, making the adjustments, and here again, the Crusaders switching it up a little bit.
Carson Viss over the timeline, and an official timeout. Is there maybe some blood here for Kyler Burgess? He's going back to the sideline to quick talk to the trainer. I think he's got a cut somewhere. Oh yeah, he does have a big cut on his left hand. I see it now, so they'll have to get that cleaned up for Kyler Burgess. At River Ridge Dentistry, Dr. Jeff Helmus and Dr. Alexandra Maring take the time to build relationships with patients and their families. From professional teeth whitening to restorative dental implants, the River Ridge team works tirelessly every day to earn your trust with unparalleled customer service that always puts you, the patient, first. Contact them at riverridgedentistry.net. 2:02 remaining in the Kent Butcher Supply third quarter, 42-40. South Christian the basketball and a 1-point lead. Carson Viss with it over the timeline, defended here by Burgess, who's got a big black wrap on his left hand now after that cut. Viss around a screen, up top Kemper tries a deep three, got another one! Fourth three of the game for Davis Kemper, South Christian by 5.
Kemper's been huge for the Sailors here tonight and is picking up as Carson Viss has been slowed down in the scoring department. He's picked it up and continues to knock down some shots from deep.
2-3 zone for South Christian, 90 seconds to go in the third. They lead by 5. UC's got the basketball, down 5. Working against the zone. Sherd throws left wing to Landstra, right wing to Burgess. Burgess starts the dribble, drops it for Sherd, back to Burgess left side, nearly stolen by Fackler. Burgess directs some traffic, gets a screen from Chapman, skips it right side onto Sherd. Free throw line, Chapman, pass down low, poked out of there by Viss, and it'll go out of bounds despite a save attempt from Moderman. Unity Christian, some issues right now trying to work it around against this active zone.
Yeah, trying to get it into the middle of the defense in the lane, the soft spot of that zone defense, but have had issues trying to dump it into Chapman.
1:09 in the third. Kyler Burgess to throw in, skips the right corner for Landstra, gets doubled, able to escape pass onto Sherd. Left side, Vanderwall, free throw line, Chapman, power dribble, right wing Burgess, up top, Sherd with the 101, drives to the free throw line, Burgess up top, jump stop, now starts the dribble, feeds it on for Sherd, curls around a defender, step back move, right wing, Burgess hesitates, pull up shot, free throw line, good. Active work, and then Kyler Burgess knocks it down. He's got 11 in the ball game, starting to feel it in the second half. 45-42, South Christian. The Sailors, the basketball, drive from Viss, moves in the lane, leaning shot, strong. Carson Viss has not scored in the second half. Kyler Burgess off and running with 32 in the third. He'll now slow it down. Left side for Sherd. South Christian staying out of this 2-3 zone, and Unity is going to slow it down and hold it right now against the zone, down 3. Fackler poking in on Sherd, who nearly traveled. Gave it to Landstra, got it back with 10. Sherd trying to split 2 defenders. Right corner, Burgess, space, tries a 3 to tie. Off the back rim, no. Put back, Landstra. Got the friendly touch. 1-point game. 4 for Landstra. Kemper chucks it 3/4 of the court at the buzzer. That'll do it for the third quarter. Since 2009, Burgess Surveying has been helping Michigan grow by providing accurate land surveys. Regardless of your project size, you can be confident that we'll complete your land survey with precision, attention to detail, responsiveness, and communication that are foundational to their process, because those are the qualities that Burgess Surveying's customers appreciate most. We go to the fourth quarter, 45-44. South Christian over Unity Christian. And the fourth quarter is presented by Holst Heating and Cooling, who specialize in commercial and residential home heating and cooling. Family-owned and conducting themselves with the highest integrity. That's Holst Heating and Cooling. Since 1984, Burgess Concrete Construction has been excelling at commercial and industrial concrete projects. They offer services in concrete construction, polished concrete, concrete pumping, and much more. Burgess Concrete Construction is building West Michigan, constructing careers and developing a future for the next generation. And for over 40 years, Sturck's Cleaning's goal has been to exceed customer expectation. Mention this ad and receive a 15% discount on carpet cleaning services over $150 through March from Sturck Cleaning. Fourth quarter. Holst Heating and Cooling will present the final 8 minutes, 45-44. It will be Unity Christian down a point to get the basketball to start what's going to be one of the most classic quarters of basketball that might be played all season long here in Michigan. Home white jerseys, left to right. Unity Christian goes to work against the 2-3 zone, Kyler Burgess. Right elbow onto Vanderwall. Extra pass, top of the key to Sherd. Skips it to Kaminga. Got it back. Up fake. Sherd skips it. Left side, Vanderwall. Settles it down. Feeds left elbow to Kaminga. Jump pass. Right wing to Burgess. Extra pass. Up top. Triple try. Sherd. Good. And Unity Christian goes on top, 47-45.
Pretty good defense from the Sailors, just better offense for the Crusaders. A lot of ball movement around, getting it to the free throw line, and Kamiga then back out for the open three.
Left corner, Plune to answer. Falls short. Rebound, Unity Christian and Vancouvering with 7:20 in the fourth. Burgess right wing, throws right corner to Sherd. Extra pass left side on to Kamiga. Back up top, now right side Sherd. Again on to Burgess, left side Vanderwall, tries a triple, falls short, rebound ripped down and taken on by Carson Viss, right to left. First minute of the final quarter gone, Unity Christian leads by 2. You see in a little bit of their 2-3 matchup zone of their own right here. Kemper tries a 3, that one rattles out from deep, rebound Vancouvering. Forced that one a little bit with 6:45 in the ball game. And off the ball, an offensive foul on Vanderwall. He stands there with his palms up and can't believe it. That will be our first foul of the quarter and the first on Vanderwall of the ball game.
Vanderwall trying to get positioning on the right block, bumping up with Kemper and drawing the foul away from the basketball right there. Sailors going to get the possession back.
By the way, neither of these coaches have called a single timeout so far. It's been this intense of a ball game, and they've just kept it rolling with coaching on the fly. Pass left corner on to Kemper, stolen away by Vanderwall. Kemper then reaches from behind and gets a piece of Vanderwall trying to steal it away. And one foul now whistled on either team in the quarter. That one goes on Kemper for his second. Chapman will check in for Vanderwall. 6:26 in the fourth quarter, 2-point lead for Unity Christian, and the Satyrs have the basketball here. Extended 2-3 zone defense, left side to Sherd. Defended here by Plune, right side to Burgess. Crossover dribble back to Sherd. Thinks about a deep 3. Angles top of the key, throws it right wing to Vancouvering. Skips back to the point to Sherd. Left wing to Kamiga. Kamiga against the zone, right wing onto Burgess. Burgess to Vancouvering. Looking for a passing lane. Vancouvering dribbles once and then gives it over for Sherd. Sherd left side to Kamiga. 5:55 to go. Unity Christian up 2, taking their time against the zone. Right corner, triple try from the corner, and Sherd is swatted by Kemper out of bounds. Will stay with Unity Christian. 5:50 in the fourth.
Sherd got open in the corner. He leaked that way, and defense didn't see him initially, but the size of Kemper making up for it right there, able to recover and block that shot into the student section.
Skipped right corner into Kamiga. Gets some double team pressure, races out of it, throws to Sherd, left corner, a whole bunch of space. Burgess 3, off the connector, no. Tapped out, top of the point, taken on by Plune, then poked away from Plune from behind by Burgess. He can't save it though, wildly out of bounds. South Christian has the basketball in the front court. 5:38, fourth quarter, 47-45.
Kyler Burgess just able to get the defense back. The Sailors have wanted to go fast. Coach Johnson's been urging them to try to go quicker before the Crusaders defense can set up, and able to reset right there thanks to the out of bounds.
Carson Viss backs into the paint through 2 defenders. Circus shot is good, and we're tied. Carson Viss back on the score sheet.
Yeah, just doing it all himself right there. Maybe a little frustrated. His scoring numbers haven't been up to par with what he had in the first quarter, but just able to take over right there. Really tough shot in the lane.
And on the other side of the floor, Unity Christian has called our first timeout of the ball game. Choice One Bank is a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. We see opportunity for you and your family. Choice One Bank, member FDIC. Let Kent Butcher Supply help you with all of your food handling needs. Kent Butcher Supply Company has been serving the meat industry for over 60 years. From spices to knives to large equipment, we have got what you need. Shop Kent Butchers today, your local resource for all of your butcher supplies. 5:16 to go, fourth quarter. As I mentioned, we've got our first time out of the ball game finally called to settle this thing down. We've seen the mixing defenses. We've seen a whole bunch of different things down the stretch of this ball game. The coaching certainly has been on point down the stretch. Some of the scoring has gone down because of that. This has been just such a high-level basketball game.
It sure has. You can tell both these teams know exactly what they're doing offensively, defensively, well prepared for these situations, and what they have to do to try to put the other team in a tough position as well. The Sailors have gone to this 2-3 zone defense to try to slow down Unity Christian's offense, and the Crusaders have done a pretty nice job. They've gotten some nice ball movement, got some open looks, been able to hit a couple of them. On the other end, the Sailors facing that defense of the Crusaders, they've been slow down, trying to go up-tempo a little bit to try to beat the defense down the floor. I have to imagine that's part of what they just talked about in the timeout there. They have numbers trying to take advantage of it.
Our first timeout called in this entire ball game. And Unity Christian's got it out of the timeout. South Christian goes back man-to-man defensively out of the break. Left wing Kaminga. 3 minutes gone in the final quarter. We're tied. Kaminga drives. Jump stop in the lane. Works the pivot. Hits a cutting Vancouvering. Right-hand shot. No. And the board is ripped down by Kemper. South Christian will slow it down with Carson Viss here as Unity Christian also goes back man-to-man here out of the break. Viss spins, drives, clutches. Two-hand shot. Off the window, no, but a foul will send Carson Viss back to the line. South Christian needs number 11 to get going.
And it looks like in the last couple minutes here, getting aggressive once again. Gets the matchup he likes against Chapman, able to take him to the rim. And have to imagine if they're going to give him that, he's going to continue to do so. So creative off the dribble, he can stop and hit you with a pull-up game, or he can drive all the way to the basket and try to fight through some contact.
First one is good for Viss to put the Sailors back on top. That, by the way, is foul number 3 on Chapman. Viss second at the line, too strong. He remains just shy of 20 points, but his team has the lead by 1 with 4:42 in the fourth. Burgess, right wing, defended by Fackler. Burgess hesitates, drives back to the left-hand side, keeping the dribble. Goes between the legs, feeds left side, Sherd. Left corner, Vancouvering. Left elbow on to Chapman, drops it. An extra pass finds its way on to Kaminga. Now right wing to Burgess. Burgess up top, Vancouvering. Looks at the basket, starts the dribble. Skips it right wing on to Kaminga. Kaminga up top for Sherd. Unity down a point, taking their time against the double. Sherd feeds right side to Burgess. Lost the handle and stolen by Fackler with 4:10. Viss now will slow it down. Despite the speed and intensity earlier, this is now turning into a 25-30 second type possession game. Viss, though, now attacks off the bounce. Hands off Fackler. Low underhand shot off the bottom rim, no. Grabs his own rebound, out to Plume. Triple try, rattles out, no. And the rebound is taken by Chapman. Poked from behind by Viss. Now off and running, Unity Christian has it. Left corner, Kaminga. 3 off the front rim, no. Fight for the rebound on the floor. Whistles and a travel on Unity Christian and on Vancouvering. The student section that it was just in front of doesn't like the call whatsoever. You can hear the displeasantries in the background, and South Christian takes the basketball 48-47 with 3:41 to go. Coach Johnson was imploring Carson Viss to bring the ball right in front of him because now South Christian will take their first timeout of this entire ball game. And with a 30-second timeout, we will stay with you here through the break, get a chance to catch our breaths, talk about it a little bit right here as well. A wild, wild sequence right there, and this game is going to continue to get more and more physical down the stretch. We talked about it in the pregame. How is this game going to be called? We've not really seen a ton of fouls. It's been allowed to be physical. I like that for a game like this so far, but that's going to get ramped up down the stretch, especially if these games keep going slower and want to make it more physical and more half-court.
You'd have to imagine things are definitely going to ramp up here. They've allowed these two teams to play out so far through most of this game, but now as the possessions each become more valuable each time down the floor, both teams going to really try to find the limit of what they can get away with. Neither team in foul trouble, so don't have to worry about the bonus on either end for at least a few more fouls. So in the final 3.5 minutes, both teams going to see if they can't force some turnovers of their own to try to help their offense out.
Carson Viss with the basketball in a 1-point lead for South Christian. 3.5 to go. Defended here by Kyler Burgess. In the right wing, picks up the dribble, feeds a cutting Kemper, drives through 2 defenders, clutches, scores off the window. Tough finish for Davis Kemper. It's 50-47.
Right through the middle of the lane after he gets the catch, able to split the defenders, and he's done a lot of damage from beyond the arc, but right there able to drive to the basket.
Burgess skip right wing on a Sherd. He'll dribble top of the key, defended here by Plume. Go to this 2-3 zone, shown again, right side. Sherd walks into a 3, falls short, grabs his own rebound, flips it to the corner on to Kaminga, and Kaminga will clear it out with 2:57 down 3. Right wing Burgess, jabs up top Vancouvering. Vancouvering right corner, Burgess tries the 3 for the tie. It got tipped on its way by Fackler. Chase for the rebound on the floor. Here's the scrum. Held ball is called. Great effort getting in there from Sherd. to force the tie-up alternating possession. It does go South Christian's way. 2:45 in the fourth, 50-47.
A couple open looks at the three there from the Crusaders, just unable to hit either one of them. They chased down the offensive rebound the first time and then able to get hands on it, force the jump ball, and after the Sailors get it, we'll get the possession arrow back. But a couple looks that they really like there. That's exactly what they're looking to draw up against the zone defense.
That was an experienced senior play, by the way, right there for Kemper. He took plenty of time to tie his shoe to give his whole team a chance to catch their breaths a little bit. Unity Christian to trap, and a leaping Vancouvering will get his foot on the basketball, and the kickball violation will keep it with South Christian going right to left. This is an extended trapping 1-2-2 zone right here. Kemper over the timeline, into the trap, stops, able to flip it on to Fackler in front of the timeline. Jump pass, right side, Viss walks into a deep three. Rattles out, no. Rebound, Kyler Burgess. Unity Christian, the basketball down 3 with 2.5 to go in the ballgame. Burgess reaching past Chapman, right block. Backs his way into Kemper, turns, spins. Two-hand shot is good, and a foul. And the student section explodes into Chapman at the end of it. He'll go to the line to tie the game.
Really physical play there from Chapman on the right block. Got bumped initially from behind by Kemper. Didn't call it. He fought through it, able to spin, get good positioning on the inside, then gets bumped again as he goes up, and that time gets the foul call. And we'll look at the and one.
Whistle on Kemper is his third. Chapman to tie the game at the line. The 6'6 senior, Ben shoots, rattles out, no. And Scrotenborg grabs the rebound. South Christian keeps the lead with 2:12 in the ball game. Right to left, Carson Viss will slow it down. Defended here by Kaminga. The screen from Kemper, spins, jump pass across the floor. Passing lane is red, stolen by Sherd, who gets run into and fouled by Plune. What a play by Sherd in the open floor.
And they got Carson Viss pick up the dribble in an awkward spot right there, but as he was trying to turn the corner with the left hand, just trying to find somebody open all the way across the floor, able to jump the pass and get the possession, chance at the lead.
2:01 to go in the ball game. Unity Christian down 1, they have the basketball. Right wing for Kaminga. 1-2-2 zone being shown right here by South Christian. Kaminga right wing. Sherd back to Kaminga, back to Sherd, back to Kaminga. Feeds into the paint to Chapman. Chapman turns his back. Fakes, clutches, right hand shot, good! Chapman again! Unity Christian leads it!
Well, a couple trips down the floor by Chapman on the offensive end. Another tough bucket right there. Pivoting, looking for an angle, finally gets it and gets another one.
In a double-digit scoring for him off the bench. Viss driving, reaching. He gets fouled. A blocking call. Bodies hard on the floor. Kaminga got the most of it as he and Viss each get collected off the floor. Is this a shot foul? I believe it will be. And it is. So Carson Viss down 1 will go to the line for 2. That's the first foul on Kaminga. Impressive by Kaminga for how physically he's played for that to be his first foul. All right, Carson Viss. Through the boos, through the noise, will look to tie the game. Bends the knees, left-hand free throw. Good, he's got 20, and the game is tied.
Critical free throws. Anyone from here on out, and right there able to hit the first one, tie the game back up.
One more for Viss. It's good. He has 21. South Christian has the lead. 1:20 to go. Kyler Burgess the basketball. And a timeout from Coach Sodsma. Unity Christian down 1. They'll have the basketball at River Ridge Dentistry. Dr. Jeff Helmus and Dr. Alexandra Maring take the time to build relationships with patients and their families, from professional teeth whitening to restorative dental implants. The River Ridge team works tirelessly every day to earn your trust with unparalleled customer service that always puts you, the patient, first. Contact them at riverridgedentistry.com. It is, December 13. I think we got a long season ahead of us. We may not see a better played basketball game than we've had today. This is incredible, and I couldn't even remotely tell you who's going to win this thing down the stretch. We're offset by a point right now, but just incredibly played basketball game.
It really has been. Both teams in it here, and both teams have looked tremendous. This looks like a late season basketball game. This could be a postseason basketball game for the way it's been played out. That is still very early on this season, but these teams are very well coached. They looked like they were ready for this one, and Some rivalry here as these teams met not too long ago on the football field. Now a big one here on the basketball court.
I'll also bet you they will play each other again this basketball season a little bit later on. 1:05 to go. Unity down 1 with the basketball. Caminga defended by Plune. Short right corner, Vancouvering drives the basket, clutches off the window. Good, and a foul. Unity Christian on top. Max Vancouvering with a chance for one more.
And they've needed points and trying to find somewhere to turn with their offense. They've been able to go into the paint. Last couple possessions, it was Chapman with a physical play down on the block. This time on the right block, Vancouvering gets a look at the end one.
Follow the third on Scrotenbar. A chance for a 2-point lead here for Vancouvering. He had 11 points in the win over Forest Hills Northern. On Tuesday, bends the knees. Free throw is pure. He's able to hit that one, and Vancouvering adds to his day. Matt's got 11-point total now. 53 seconds to go. Down 2. Carson Viss the basketball. Viss spins, and Coach Johnson will call a timeout. Down a couple with 48.2 to go. Since 2009, Burgess Surveying has been helping Michigan grow by providing accurate land surveys. Regardless of your project size, you can be confident that we'll complete your land survey with precision, attention to detail, responsiveness, and communication that are foundational to our process, because these are the qualities that our clients appreciate most. That's Burgess Surveying. All right, CT, your Coach Johnson right here for Unity, or for South Christian. What exactly are you drawing up, and who are you drawing up a play for, and is his number 11?
It has to be, right? I think everybody knows that he's going to have the ball in his hands to some extent here, and you have to imagine he's going to be handling the basketball where they can maybe get him, handle the ball, get a ball screen for him where he can either then read the defense. If they give him space, he's got the confidence, and they're going to give him the chance to shoot the three even in this situation, but otherwise let him get downhill. And it's just what you've seen a lot of here all night long, where then he can either attack the basket, or they've got guys that he can also kick and can shoot the basketball. But it always has to run through Carson Viss in a critical time like this. You have to imagine that's what they're thinking.
It is packed to the gills here at Unity Christian. I mean, it's 2 deep in some places, rung around the track. They're 4 deep in the corners. They're every seat, and then some are filled all the way around this place. What a night it's been. 54-52. Unity leads with 48.2 on the clock. Out of the break, it will be South Christian getting ready to inbound the basketball. Kemper throws just in front of the timeline to Carson Viss. Unity Christian